May have to do this on a different phone. We'll see. Yeah, let's see. I probably have to do this on a different phone. Give me just a second, guys. Let me get that other phone so I can make this phone call. Hey, Bama Green Eyes, how are you? Trying to get a hold of a commander over there in Denver that actually left a voicemail for me to get back in touch with him. Believe it or not, I was about surprised. So we'll see what happens. He probably won't answer now. Hey, fuck the police. Hello? Hello? Should I recall this number? Guess I'm going to have to recall. Trying to call back a commander that left his number on my phone. Yes, yeah, I had a commander get in touch with me from this.
Sir, sir, you're going to have to call me back in about 10 minutes. And I appreciate your time, but I'm on the phone with another person. You're going to have to call me back in 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. So in about 10 minutes, you will be available then.
Yes, sir, I will. Thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, I guess we got to wait 10 minutes. But this is due to the questions I had about the mask and things like that in Jepco and the lack of them giving them new masks and things like that. So, needless to say, I was very surprised that this man had even gotten back in touch with me. He's a commander, an actual commander, not a sergeant. A sergeant. Let's see here. Let me see when that came in. Um, it came in at yeah. The sergeant got back in touch with me an hour and a half later after hanging up on me. So no, I wished I was ordering pizza, Raging Capricorn, but I did eat a very good dinner. I'm happy about that. So, but no, I'm not having pizza, unfortunately. Hey, Ballots, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I know I'm doing well. Actually, I'm doing better than I have been in a bit. So, But I was very surprised to see that commander actually ordered you a salad only, huh, Raging Capricorn? All right. Hey, Drew C. Long time no see, Drew C. No pun intended. Hope you're doing well as well. Well, so I got about 10 minutes to go before I can remake that call to talk to this guy. His name, I'm going to figure out his name again. Give me just a second. I need to make sure that and so needless to say, maybe I might have got, maybe they might want to at least maybe get some way of figuring out what needs to be done or whatever, because it's actually not what I was expecting.
My name is Steve Whitehand. I am a commander with the Jefferson County Sheriff.
Z Whitehand would be who I'm talking to. He's a commander. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. Just trying to survive, Drew. Just trying to survive, about like everybody else. It's gotten a little bit harder for everybody to survive, and I hate it for them. I hope things get easier for everybody. I can tell you now, I was not expecting a callback from a commander. Hey, Kevin Swilling. No, actually, that's all done and over with, Drew. It's all taken care of. And I didn't have to pay no money. I didn't have to, I pled not guilty, and they said, okay, pretty much. And nothing done. So I'm good there. Happy, joy on that. Again, people were wrong. That right there, the reason why it was at the Capitol, Patriot. It's all said and done. It's over with. I already dropped it. So you know. Hey, Amish, how you doing? I thought you heard me say that the other night when you were in my stream, but I guess not. Hey, FTP, what's up?
What's up?
Not much.
Can you hear me?
Not much. Yeah, barely. It's like you sound like you got your phone a mile away from your face.
I might have to use my headbuds or earphones. Hold on.
All right.
A sec.
But yeah, oh my God, Connie.
A call from?
Oh, that I got a call back from a commander. You know when that sergeant hung up on me earlier today?
Oh,
Well,
really?
at Jeffco. Well,
Oh,
needless to
Jefferson.
say, the commander went ahead and got back in touch with.
Nice. That never
So
happens.
I'm waiting about 10 minutes. He said give him about 10 minutes. It's already been about 3 or 4.
Is this
Uh,
about the masks?
yes.
All right. The three masks that they don't got, or for the past 3 days they haven't been wearing masks.
Mm, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And that was from someone inside. Didn't that come from someone that was let out?
I heard about it today.
Okay.
He called me up on the phone, so I got a call about, was it 1?
Mhm.
I think it was
Mhm.
1 or 2 p.m. I don't know. It wasn't that long ago, and he just said that they haven't been wearing masks for like the past 3 days. So he's a little pissed off, and he's like, "Keep the calls going."
Yep. I'm going to.
So
I wish Brian would come up here, and I wish he was around to where he'd come up here real quick and give me a little more info so I can nail this guy while I'm talking to him. But I'm going to go with what I got.
he doesn't. Um, like I said, if they're all supposed to be wearing masks, then why aren't they?
Yeah, I agree.
Why aren't
I
they?
agree.
I'd like to say, why aren't they letting them out as a non-violent?
Hmm. Yeah, me too. I'm going to ask that myself. You never grew up, Chronic. He said, "What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef." Bam. He said. Uh, he said he never grew up. So I'll try back again to try to get back in touch with the guy here shortly.
Make sure it's a good interview. Get your game face on.
Oh, my game face is it's there.
I'm surprised you got a call back.
I was too. It blew my mind. I mean, I was getting ready to call another number. I go like this, open the phone up, right? And I look, and there it says I got a voicemail, and I'm like, oh wow, there it is. And then I listened to it, and I'm like, wow, you know, something that you don't get often, you know. So I was very surprised, and that was a couple hours ago. That was about an hour and a half after I got done making the phone call. The sergeant did the same. About an hour and a half, apologizing that he hung up on me. So,
One should not hang up on me either. Same with you.
hmm
Not
yeah,
a good decision.
he said it was an accident. Hmm.
I'm sure it was.
Uh-huh. Well, no, actually, Bandit, it was a surprise and a half. It ain't the same BS. I'm just waiting to 10 minutes to call the commander back because he actually called me to talk to me. I was extremely surprised.
Another update that I didn't tell you guys. He will be on Pikes Peak tonight.
All right, cool.
Uh, so whenever he does his, I think his normal podcast, or if it's 8 or 9 o'clock, usually he calls me about 9, so he'll probably call
Hmm.
Pikes around 9 or 8 because it's Denver, it's Mountain Time, so it might be 8 p.m.
Right.
And
I'm
then
telling you now, when you see me calm, it's not because I want to be calm either. It's called sometimes you got to remember you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. So maybe we could get some of this shit settled where them boys are wearing their mask. I'm hoping, and at least doing what they're supposed to do. Just saying.
I don't think they're ever going to learn what to do, but I hope so.
I'm sure you're probably right. I always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So I'm hoping for the best, but I am prepared for the worst. So, just say.
They like to play their shenanigans.
They like to be bullshit con artists that most people go to jail for if they didn't have a badge. Doing the very same thing they do.
They're cowards. In a short version, I don't feel like going into the long version of what I really think of them.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Takes so much time out of my day. I got so much invested into it. I'm just watching them crack like eggs, right? That's when you hear the cop goes home and beats his wife.
Yes.
Yep. That's usually the breaking point. I had one on the channel earlier, and he's like, "Hey, I was married to a SWAT cop," and remember this, I didn't pick out the was part, so I kept kind of picking at her, going, "Well, you want to talk about it?" And finally, she's like, "No, was married." And I said, "Okay, so what made you?" "Oh, I don't really want to talk about it." And I'm just like, "Oh, what a cop out that is."
Yep.
Just horrible.
Yep. So here in about another 3 minutes, I'm going to put my computer on mute, but you'll be able to hear what I'm saying. I'm not muting my stream. I'm muting the computer itself. That way,
I'll mute mine if you want.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind that. I'll just mute mine, and then you can hear what's going on when I make the phone call, and we'll go from there.
Sometimes if you mute yours, it might mute me out to where I can't hear it.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not.
That?
Okay, now speak.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay.
Good. So that'll be all right.
Good. By doing it that way, you all can still hear what's going on and things like that, and I just I can't hear you all.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, as long as you can't hear me when you hit that button.
Yeah. And you can talk all you want. Just don't go and crush people too bad when you do.
Say that again. Don't crush what?
Don't crush people too bad when you do.
Oh yeah, I give it to him. Yeah, I give it to him easy.
Yeah, you do. Normally you do.
I slide it right in. No big deal. No big deal.
Yep.
you won't even notice it's happening, but I'll talk nice to you. I'll get you into it, and then I'll disrespect you just a little, just enough to make you think. You'll go home tonight and you'll be like, God, that guy was an ass. In a roundabout, dickish kind of way.
Right. And then you got me, who just says, "Fuck you, I don't care what you think, I'm going to tell you how it is."
You say, fuck, you jump over the fence, come running up the hill, and you fuck you.
Yep.
I'm not going to do what you tell me. Fuck you. Right. Sounds like a Beastie Boys song. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. I think that's Beastie Boys.
Yep. Hey, HBR, I did notice it to now that you came in. Hey, G-Mom Pam. You didn't miss much right now, and it is in 1 more minute will be about time to call. So I'll call at 6:25 my time. That's Eastern Standard.
Ring a ding 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 dong.
Yes. Please keep your fingers crossed that something might happen good out of this. I don't, because it's actually a very weird happenstance that I even got a call back. Yeah. I'm so used to not getting a call back, it's not even funny.
Well, if you're expecting a check in the mail, that's probably not going to happen.
You're probably right.
But they should be taking the masks that them guys are trying to bring to the jail. That's just disrespectful. I wear some of Cut the Plastics masks. They work for what I need them for. So
Yeah, and they work for what they're intended for,
yeah,
and that's
and you
keep.
can wash them.
Yeah. So all right, guys. I'm gonna put the computer on mute, and I'm gonna make a phone call.
All right.
Hey, Lieutenant, you told me to call you back in 10 minutes. I called you back in 10 minutes. Guess you don't want to talk, or do you want to talk, or something came up, whatever. Um, and, that's pretty crappy when you tell me to call you back and then you ain't there to answer. If you ask me, I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's pretty crappy. I know when I tell someone to call me back in 10 minutes, I'm there. Unless I have something very pressing to do. So I hope you have something very pressing to do at this point in time. Um, you can get back in touch with me at this number. Uh, this is my name's Will. You called me. You left a voicemail, and then you told me when I called you to call you back in 10 minutes. It's been exactly 10 minutes. So needless to say, that was pretty shitty, dude. I'm gonna try one more time, just in case you just decided to miss the call.
You can't hear me, right, Tammy?
Yeah. Well, there we have that. That was real nice of him, wasn't it? Yes, bastard. You there, FTP? I see Patriot Defense is there.
What's up, Patriot Defense? Since he got all buttered and wants a shout out, I'll give Patriot Defense a shout out. No problem, Patriot. Anytime.
Hey, no news. I'll be trying this number one more time here in a couple more minutes. That's pretty shitty. You tell me to call back in 10 minutes, and then you don't want to answer. And then you don't want to answer the phone. Hopefully, he has something very pressing to do. Because I know when I tell someone to call me back in 10 minutes, I'm there at the phone
He's
waiting on the
probably just
goddamn
cop
phone call.
splaining. Put out the number, man. Put it in the chat. Say do not call. Good to go. And here's the plug for MCDs.
Uh,
Well, I'll give him a call. He'll answer eventually. Hey, how come you didn't call Tammy back? That's how I solve my problems now. It's just easier just putting a pack of wolves on them. Then they learn not to do that. kindness goes a long ways.
Yep. I was being very kind. I thought.
Now they gotta.
Trying to figure out his actual name again.
Sergeant Mehoff. First name Jack.
Steve Whitehand.
Oh, that's even worse than Mehoff.
Uh, what's the abbreviation for lieutenant? I forgot.
Mehoff.
Yeah,
M-E. Oh,
LT, yeah, duh.
LT.
And 3, 2, 7, 1, 5, 3, 3, 5. Do not call that number, by the way.
There you go. Somebody should make a name. Mehoff. Do not call this number. It's
Steve Whitehand, Jack Mehoff. Steve Whitehand, Mehoff.
303-271-5335.
No, 271.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you said 371.
Oh, 303-271-5335. What do you mean you
Don't
gotta
call
go?
that.
Make a phone call, Patriot.
Don't make that phone call.
I mean, don't make that phone call, Patriot. Yeah, you gotta go make a phone call. That's right.
Yeah. I tried. You saw I tried. I was trying to be diplomatic about that.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
The gods must be crazy. I remember that movie, Balance. That was a fucking hilarious movie. You ever watch that movie? FTP?
Which one?
The gods must be crazy.
Yeah. No.
It's about where the plane flies over and a glass bottle. They throw out a glass bottle, and then and they thought the gods had given them this glass bottle, and they used it for all sorts of things. But they got so mad at each other because they all wanted to use the tool from the gods. You know, and they beat each other up and everything else like that. And you should watch it. It's fucking hilarious, man. But it's also a good rendition of human behavior as well. Just saying. Yeah, the second one I didn't like near as much as I liked the first one, Zaga. That's why I only talk about the first one. Awesome, sci-fi, bro. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. Yeah, I couldn't believe I was having a brain fart on LT of all things. God damn. That's when you having a major brain fart. What's the abbreviation for Lieutenant Adair? God dang. Yes, Big D. Yes. Hey, Sarah. Hi, one hot gal. How are you, hon? 12th man? No, I can't. He got a little out of hand. He gets to stay in the back room for a while.
Stick them in the closet.
Is it still called? Yes.
But I'll unlock him. Yes, I know. I know I have him blocked. He was getting out of hand the other day, and I was like, "Nope, ain't gonna let that go too far out of hand." And he wanted to keep going too far out of hand. So he gets to think about that a little bit, and
Tell
then
him
I'll let him back.
for chat, and then you'll flip and let him back in.
Do what?
Tell him to make a super chat, then let him back in.
Make a super chat. Well, I don't have that ability, unfortunately.
How many subs you got, Tammy?
759 now.
Jeez, you guys in the chat, quit picking your nose and let's get some subs going.
Hey, Golden Eyes. I'll give him a couple more days, balance, and I'll unlock him. But not today.
I didn't know you were
No,
holding
unlock him.
hostage there, Tammy.
Huh?
I didn't know you were holding people hostage, Tammy.
Yep, I sure am. What up, Blake?
What's up? Hey, I try to get fucking Tammy subs. I make fucking videos about him and tell everybody about him.
Every time he makes a video about me, I get about 20 of them.
There you go. Well, there's another one coming, Tammy. You know that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, when you got a good subject, you
It
got
was-
a good subject. You know what I mean?
Lady Zaga, it wasn't 10th man, it was 12th man.
Oh, no, there's a 12th man now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. What is this, like a football team from fucking Canada? A gay football team? What the fuck is that?
I've seen it. I've seen a 10th man, a 12th man, and an 11th man.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man. There's a 12th one.
I might not see the first man, the second
Fucking
man,
shit.
the third man, all the way up to the fucking goddamn 100th man.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
Hey,
How's the legs, baby? How's the legs? She's a good kid. I like that kid.
KJ, what's up, man?
And Mr. No Justice. I haven't talked to No Justice since Too Tall Rob's room.
You did talk to him there?
No, that's why I used to talk to him. Yeah, I used to see him in there all the time, but I don't know what happened with Rob. I mean, he hasn't been on in a while.
No, he's been on. He just ain't been doing his
Yeah, 'cause
panels. I don't know why.
Yeah, but he's usually on like all the fucking time, you know?
I don't know why. And maybe he decided not to pay the money for the maybe he decided not to pay the money for the stream yards, and he's run out of time, and he's got to wait until the time's up or something.
So what do you with the stream yards? What do you get, so much every month or something?
Yeah, you get 20 hours free per month.
Oh, okay.
And then you could get a full month for $20, and you ain't got to worry about running out of time for the month.
Big D, what's going on?
Do you do the paid version, Tammy?
Yeah, I do. I normally do.
You're making
Like
some
right
good
now, I
fucking money, huh?
I need to go up on my subscription because I'm almost out of hours.
Yeah, you're making a lot of money at the chocolate factory there, huh?
Not really. I make a paycheck, man. That's it. I make a paycheck. I ain't making like outrageous.
Come on, your internet, StreamYards, your funny little drinking problem. I mean, you know, that's
drinking problem.
Some serious cash, bro. You know, I mean,
I didn't know. I didn't even know I had a drinking problem. Shit.
Well, that's usually the case, Tim. You know, I have to do it. Golden Fast, I knew I'd see you again, girl. You've been hiding out. I know
Is that old lady?
Don't you blame the cold coronavirus because you ain't taking me on. We're gonna fight one day, girl. And what we does, you's gonna get bloody.
Okay.
I haven't done a tour in a long time, so dude,
watch out, Golden. Hey. She ain't forgot.
Hey,
she may be old, but Alzheimer's hasn't sunk in yet.
Yeah, dude, you never heard of Edna Hicks? Fuck the police.
Yep.
That's Fuck the Police, right? The guy in the room with us?
Yeah, that's FTP.
Yeah.
I'm just the guy ignoring Gary Snowflake right now.
Okay. Well, you can fucking ignore me. Doesn't mean I'm going to go away. But you never heard of Edna Hicks?
No.
Oh my God, dude. Well, Golden Eyes will tell you about it. How you
Edna
doing,
Hicks?
Golden Thighs?
Golden thighs, I love that. Hey, Juanito, what's up?
That's my special name for her, Golden Thighs.
Golden thighs.
You can look at her eyes, but I'm looking at those thighs. As you guys know, that the softest part of a woman is her inner thighs. It's fucking true story.
Yep.
Fucking true story. Check it out. When your old lady goes to sleep tonight and she says, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm just checking in. Gary said the inner thighs are the softest, you know? Fucking true, though. You would think it'd be their ass, but it's not.
I can see it now, Gary. It ain't that time of the year. Get the fuck out of there.
I hate that time of the year.
You know that's in December.
Just another 6 months to go.
Yeah. Just 6 more months.
And they get there and they're like, all right, let's get this over with.
Or, all right, girl, you got to get upside down on top of your head so it'll just fall in.
Well, if it comes once a year, you can pretty much get them to do anything. You know, oh, I'm not really a gymnastic person kind of girl. Yeah, well, it's once a year, you're going to be doing some gymnastics. Yeah. Here's a little fucking vodka to help you along with that.
See, that's why I heard Slash who got her all drunk, got Edna all drunk up because he wanted her to stand on her head. That's what I hear. Like, is that true, Edna? Oh my goodness.
I'm definitely going to do another Edna video. I'm not getting rid of that character because you could use her.
That was comedy gold, man, right there.
I put her on when I put her on the Corona fucking virus plane, the Corona Airlines plane as the fucking stewardess. We have nothing but the most polite and courteous, fucking very helpful or whatever. And she's like, "Get in your fucking seats, okay? Make me slap you in the fucking tits."
And it's bad because she got the corona and Jason's keeping her at 6 foot.
I said I gotta put fucking Edna as the stewardess on that fucking plane. That full flight, you got fucking Too Tall and fucking Steve P working the counter, stealing all your shit before you board the fucking plane. You know, it's like I know. Fuck the police. You haven't seen that video because you don't go watch my videos, but that's fine.
Hey, just me. Oh my God. Hey, Balance, that was very nice. And if Juanito wants to say something back, he can. I ain't gonna stop that shit.
Oh, Golden Thighs. I think Ed is making a fortune out there at the truck stops, the dumpster love, and all that because of coronavirus. All the hookers are like making all the money. And they're the only ones on the fucking street. You can't go to the supermarket without hearing 3 or 4 times, $20. And you know what my answer to that is? $10. What do you need $5 for? $5 sold.
Hold on here. There's a rumor going around that Edna will take and give you a blowjob for a hamburger from McDonald's.
No, she does it for food stamps, but not fucking McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
She has a digestional problem or something with her digestive tract or something where she can't eat fast food. Only lobster and steaks for Edna, you know?
Oh, okay. Only the good stuff.
Yeah, and in the protein shots at the fucking truck stop, and she's good to go.
Okay, I got you. Okay. So and that was just
and I don't know for sure, but from what I understand, Edna always washes her hands. So good for you, Edna.
That's good. That is the way to be health conscious. Thank you, Edna.
Yeah, I was thinking of putting a mask on her and making her talk. You know, like all the masks that we wear. This is Ed Hicks. Okay, you ain't gonna know who I is now, Golden Thigh. So when I come sneaking up on you, you're gonna know it when I get you.
Well, that is cracking.
I can't get rid of her, dude. She's a great character. I can't get rid of her. There's no way, you know. That's like when Eric went to jail. I felt bad when I did a lot of videos of Eric. I love doing his voice. You know, putting him in videos. He was so much fun. And then when he went to jail, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I don't want to see anybody go to jail. I don't think we should have prisons, to tell you the truth. Kill the murderers and the others and just let everybody else fucking.
Yeah, I don't like
shit.
jail either.
What's that?
I said I don't like jail either.
No,
I didn't either.
Nobody likes jail. It's not meant for you to like. But I think it's the worst thing that human beings ever invented was jails and prisons. It was the worst thing you could. You ever see a tiger in a cage at a fucking circus or something?
Yeah,
You know, it's pacing back and forth, back and forth. It's going fucking insane. Or a gorilla in a fucking enclosed area. A gorilla is smart, like, you know, maybe not as smart as us, but they're smart. They have feelings. Imagine what it's like for that poor animal to be in there.
Well,
I can imagine. I know what it did to me when I was in there for 7 days. I hated it with more than anything in my being.
Yeah. Now you can hear that music in the background, Tammy. You look so precious. You look so precious.
Sci-fi bride of video game.
But I mean, we have no problem as people throwing fucking people in prison. You know, juries. Hey, we want to be on the jury, you know, and it's like you got some idiot like that that's going to judge your fucking future. That's not a fair. It's not a fair.
I never wanted to be on a jury, ever.
All you got to do is I've been called to jury duty many times, and I always say, and that motherfucker looks guilty. I'm going to find him guilty. Yeah. I will swear. I'll say that guy looks guilty. He definitely looks guilty. I'll find him guilty.
Hey, Lion.
You can go home.
Yep, I've done that. I've done that. You're right.
That's that thing. Jury, no, I forget what you call it, but you can just, you know, you can say, no, I don't want to be on a jury. I don't have a right to judge anybody. Nullification or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Nullification.
Yeah, something like that. Jury nullification. You can say, fuck you. I don't believe in this. I'm not doing it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And most people, I tell most people, you should do that. I mean, yeah, there's murderers and stuff, but look, if the guy really did it, he killed somebody, let the family go in there with a fucking shotgun and just fucking finish him off and end it. You know?
Right. See, that's why another reason why I don't want to be on a jury, because I don't feel as though even sometimes the fucking punishment fits the crime.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, what your decision is, it's not the punishment fits the crime. It's whether you say innocent or guilty. That's where your burden, right. That's where the weight is on you. Now, if you did that, say you sat down a jury and you found this guy guilty of murder, and then you found out 10, 15 years later that guy was found innocent because there's some new evidence or whatever, you'd feel like a fucking piece of shit, you know?
Yep.
Because you did that to that guy. You don't have none of us have a right to judge anybody. I really believe that. So you can tell me.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I can have my opinion about you, but that's about it.
What opinion you got about Gary?
He's a crazy fucking half melted snowflake.
You didn't fucking even half melt me yet. You can't even get the program running to fucking melt me, dude. I've been waiting for like what, 2 months now for that video.
I know. That damn shit, me and that shit's been getting on my nerves.
I really don't know who's doing it, and I'm honest with you guys. Somebody put out a new emo channel yesterday, and they're playing these funny videos. They use that Jibber Jab fucking site or whatever, but they're fucking so funny. And I warned everyone this morning, it's not me, so don't blame Gary. Okay, yep. It's not me, because I would take credit if it was me. You know?
Oh, I know you.
Anyone that knows me knows I have no sock accounts. This is the only account I have. This is the only reason I'm on here is just to make funny videos. But when I saw that, and a lot of them were about me and emo, and I was like, "This is fucking funny shit, man." I can laugh at myself.
Oh, hell yeah. I can laugh at myself, and you know, you damn well know that. I'm over it.
We're all laughing at you. Go ahead, laugh at
Yeah.
yourself.
There you go. Damn, we're all laughing at you.
Yeah, we are laughing at you.
They're all
aren't
going to
we, Jerry?
laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you.
Oh,
They're
no,
all going
not
to
me.
laugh at you.
Oh, my God, no. Jerry, you piece of shit. Oh,
But
damn it.
you got so many people now doing emo videos. Okay, so now I have to take the heat because I started doing emo videos. Well, Lobster started doing them before I did, so the heat should go fucking right down to him, not to me. But it always stops at Gary
Oh, my
Snowflake.
God. Reggie Capricorn has another boner. He looked at that.
Oh boy.
You better tell you better quit getting a boner over Edna, Raging. Mama's gonna knock you upside the head.
Golden Eyes, you're right. Why would you do a job and get paid nothing but a pizza at the end of it? We'll
Right.
feed you pizza if you
And
sit
not
here for
even your full gas, the full amount of gas that you used to get there.
There's some cheap motherfuckers, if you ask me.
Yep.
And them jurors do a hard job.
That's tough. You're gonna sit there and fucking judge your fellow man, you know?
I
It's not
won't.
like they're fucking, you know, steel workers and shit, sitting in a fucking comfortable chair,
Mhm.
working hard. Yeah, you're working hard and fucking over your fellow man. When you go home and you kiss your kids, remember, 10 to 15 years from now, when that guy's found innocent, you're the one that sent him there. Make sure you tell your kids that story too.
Yep.
Oh, you know they don't.
Oh, no, they won't. No, they won't. Nope.
I've had 2 jury summons, and I've walked into both of them, and I said, the guy's guilty. I know it. You ain't gotta ask me anymore. Bye.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of you right away.
Yeah.
Yep.
They'll get rid of you.
And
I
they
don't give a-
did.
The guy's guilty. That's them old motherfuckers that are like 60 and well, anyone that backtalks the cops, they're guilty.
Mhm.
You're stricken. You can go home now.
And they're gonna fill the jury with those kind of people. You know,
Actually, that's
if
what they
you're,
fill
if
the
you're in
jury
a
with.
domestic assault fucking trial, I've seen it many times. That they try to get all women on the fucking panel. You know, then you find out a couple of years that it wasn't the guy, it was the woman. Because women do attack guys, so you know.
Yep.
Yep.
It's an old
Always
fact.
mutual
Whoa.
combat 50% of the time. for
Hey,
sure.
Joe Cool, what's up, buddy?
Yo, baby, what's up?
Oh shoot, Joe's on the panel.
Yeah. Damn.
MTP, I saw
What the fuck
you,
you doing
man.
up so late,
I got
man?
the heavy hitter panel tonight.
What are you doing up so late, Joe?
What am I doing up so
I got
late?
Gary Snowflake and I got Joe. Damn. Shit.
Joe
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
like the Grim Reaper today.
Yeah, he does.
I know, right? Man, it's
I like
fucking
that
cold
hoodie.
in Chicago. It's 30-something here, guys.
It's supposed to get that way here and possibly fucking snow here.
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow and all that bullshit. Oh, wow. It's been fucking raining before this.
Yeah, it's been
We had-
pouring all day. Been
Yeah,
pouring rain
somebody
all
else
day
said that too. Yesterday, they was having severe storms too. That's 10th, man.
It's fucking depressing, ain't it?
It
You got
is. It gets
something going on
gloomy.
or what?
Well, I caught a cop watch like 4-something in the morning last night.
No shit.
Yeah. And it was a domestic. I don't even pull out my camera on domestics, but I do stay there and watch the police to make sure they behave.
Yeah.
And sure enough, one idiot got to come over and be, can I help you? I'm like, no, I'm good. Well, you know, it's a pandemic. You need to get in the house. And I'm like, it's always one ass wipe. I pull out my camera. The cops ran over there to tell them who I was.
Don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with him. Get away.
He didn't make it 3 steps before 2 cops grabbed him, whispered to him. They got the car, drove off, and one of them was like, hey, Joe Cool.
They knew some shit was gonna go down.
You can't even get a good cop watch in then.
I'm not around here, bro.
Not around here. You
They
gotta
don't even
travel.
get tickets no more. When I drive up, they giving somebody a ticket. They just give them the driver's license back and drive off. They don't even get niggas tickets no more.
Damn, I need you around me when I'm.
I know, that's what all my friends be saying. Damn, Joe, I needed you earlier today. That type of shit.
The wrath of Joe Cool.
It's crazy, Joe. I read up on a lieutenant. I read up on a lieutenant the other day. I read up on a lieutenant the other day. He's parked in the turn lane talking to one of his buddies, and I tell his buddy, "Hey, you think you can ask your buddy to move? He's breaking the law." And I was like, he said, "Well, he's gonna move in a minute." I was like, "Well, he's breaking the law now." And I just looked at dude, the lieutenant. He drove off. Also yesterday, I was on Joni's panel, I think early in the morning, and I went to the store, and I usually keep my camera on when I go in the store. This time I cut it off. And sure enough, as soon as I cut the fucking camera off, cop ran past the jump out boys. And he seen me, I got the mask and the hood on.
Take you to the hospital, get medicine or whatever. Right. Yep. That's right.
Okay.
Gary might be on the phone.
It sounds like it.
But yeah, he started throwing my laugh.
I was just trying to throw some fucked up shit in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the cop tried to do my laugh. I thought it was hilarious. He had me die. He was like, he was trying to laugh like me.
No way.
I would have died laughing on that one. That would have been funny.
That would have been cool, right? I didn't even get it on camera. I was dying laughing too, bro. He threw up the peace sign. I threw up the peace sign, and he started doing my laugh. I thought it was hilarious.
I haven't seen anyone on here, Joe, that can do your laugh. There's no one that can do your laugh, man.
Gaston. Wait till you see Gaston.
Yeah?
Gaston. He do the shit apparently I'll be doing. He be, he sounds just like me, Joe.
Oh, damn.
To me, I be thinking it sounds just like me. I think it does.
I always wondered what your laugh would sound like going down the Grand Canyon.
I know, right? Somebody let me hear the echo yesterday. I never heard the echo that go through this phone. I just heard it yesterday. I was like, oh, that is stupid cool.
Yeah.
I want that shit. I see everybody like, yeah, I want that shit recorded. I want that shit recorded.
Hell yeah.
That shit sound like you in a fucking canyon somewhere.
Yep. That would be cool. Fucking awesome.
But that'd be something to record.
Well, I tried to call back on the mask. The guy told me to call him back. The lieutenant. I did. He tells me to call him back in 10 minutes. I called him back in 10 minutes, and guess what? He wasn't there to talk.
Yeah, I saw you making calls earlier. What was that about?
That was about mask over there and them using their mask over there, wanting them to use their mask over there in Jeffco over there in Denver.
Okay, my man.
And the lieutenant called me back and said, call me back at this number. So I called him back, and he said, give me 10 minutes. Well, when I called him back in 10 minutes, he blew me off.
Emo, shut up, man. I think they're on to us, man. They think, I think they're finally catching on and shit, bro. So,
Hey, cameras, Teresa Golden. Hey, baby. Hey, Lion Love.
Hey, Teresa. Hey, cameras and mask.
Sarah, baby. How you doing as well? Good to see you guys. Drew, I see you, Pam. What's good, Pam? Hola. All right.
But yeah, believe me, I have made many of those phone calls over there about the mask, hoping that something would get done. I thought maybe, because that's the first time I ever had a call back from anybody from Jeffco. I'll tell you that now. I thought maybe this might be a turning.
Nothing, no. They spun your ass. That's what they do to me, man. They just spin your ass. Oh, you need to talk to so-and-so. We don't do that here. Go talk to so-and-so.
They tried that earlier. Yeah, they were trying that with me earlier, and I'm like, nope, I need to talk to the commander. Well, then I got a hold of a sergeant earlier, And the sergeant didn't seem to know his ass from a hole in the ground when it came to his job or his jail. And because he didn't know what was going on in there, nothing. It's the way he was putting it.
Wow.
Yeah, the way he was
So
talking, the
you
way he put it.
were, so you were
Needless to
enlightening
say,
him.
huh?
You were enlightening him to what's going on in his jail.
The way it sounded, yes. But I'm sure he knew. He was just playing the stupid ass fucking
I
game.
got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah.
But then they need to get him out of being a sergeant and fucking put him out on his ear. Because if he's that stupid and that ignorant about his jail, then and being a sergeant and a watch commander, that's a dangerous individual if he's that stupid about his job. You know what I'm saying? So
I worry about anybody that carries a gun, whether it's a cop or a fucking regular citizen. Because people are fucked in the head, man. You never know when they're gonna snap. That ex-wife of mine, fucking, they take you up because of it. You never know.
I'll be thinking the opposite, Gary. I'll be thinking I wish everybody carried a gun.
yep,
So
no,
you
same
wouldn't
I
here.
hear no
believe
shit
that.
from nobody. Won't nobody make no crazy comments. They don't know if you crazy or not.
Yep.
And then in this neighborhood especially, they know guns are illegal. So motherfuckers who got them know they can victimize motherfuckers all day long, and no one has a gun. And if you go anywhere else in fucking America, if you go in that house, he probably has a gun. He gonna shoot your ass. If I go on his property, if I steal his car, here it's open game, baby. They're not allowed guns. Let's
Well, what I'm
do
saying
it.
is
Woo!
like mostly what I'm saying is like the police have guns, and these guys, I mean, they beat up their fucking girlfriends, their wives. They're in
Only
violence.
it. And I think about when I
They're
went to
violent
Virginia to
people.
fight for their gun rights. Who
And,
fights
and
for our
that,
gun rights?
knowing that that person has a gun and his ex-wife is divorcing him, she's getting the kids, she's taking them to the fucking cleaners, and he's got me pulled over and he's mad. Okay, fuck you. I'm gonna die tonight. I don't think so.
Right.
I don't like that.
You damn right, Gary. Can you imagine he know if that cop know that everybody he pull over is more than likely armed? He'll be like, hello, sir. May I please see your driver's license? I'm sorry for pulling you over, but can I please see it? It'll be like that as
Yeah, they'd be
opposed
a
to give
lot
me your
more
license.
polite.
What is you doing out here this late at night? They wouldn't talk to you like that.
I can tell you now,
Exactly, yeah.
down in Florida, like in Dixie County, where they damn near it was funny. The cop says, "I know." I get pulled over one time, right? He says, "I know you got a gun. It's hunting season." He says, "So where? I would like to know where's that, and then I need you to talk to me. That's fine." And he was polite and he was nice. He knew I had more than likely had a fucking gun in my car though. And when I told him it was in the trunk and he was cool where it was at, we sat there and we talked like two human beings.
Well,
We
hey,
were going hunting one time, Tammy, and my old man, the tail light was out. And so the cop tell me a tail light out. He pull us over. We got a pistol in the door, and we're going hunting. So we got a full of ammo and guns in the trunk. My old man popped the trunk. Cop standing right next to him. He looked. He's right. The tail light's not making the connection. He dropped a coin or something in there to make the connection fit. Light comes on, and cop doesn't say nothing about all the guns and all of that shit. That was when I was young. That was a different era. Now, like later on, I went hunting. So I was getting to transferring the guns from one car to another. As soon as I pop the trunk, police pull up. I throw my hands up. They get out, put the gun in my side as they're going through my trunk. They literally holding the gun on my side. Shit changed, man.
Yep.
Well,
I remember one time
Cameraman
I got pulled.
Construction asked me a question, Tim. I just want to answer his question.
Go ahead.
He says, Gary, do you have a gun? No, but I have a slingshot. Okay. And I'll tell you what, I'm fucking good with it. Okay. Take your fucking eye out 100 fucking yards.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing, baby?
Hey, Joni Rotten, what's up, huh? But
I was
yeah,
looking for you this morning. I had to have my coffee with Unca and them this morning, Joan. And it was a shit show because AB and everybody had wrenches in there. They were going in on Salty. I'm like, I didn't get up. I had coffee for this shit, man. I'll catch y'all another time, man. Fuck
Right.
this shit. It's too early in the morning to hear all that fucking personal business and so did this. I don't hear that shit. I
Hey,
don't hear
Jared
period.
Whitaker.
I don't want to hear that shit any time of the fucking day.
I know, right? Why motherfucker can't, I don't know, have humor, wisdom, insight, or anything positive?
But I
Motherfucker
was
wake
saying,
up at 5 in the morning talking shit to people. Oh, Salty, you suck dick. I can't stand you fucking cunt. Really? You
Right.
wake up with this shit on your mind and in your mouth?
yeah, some of them do. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, some of them do. Yes.
It's
Who
fucking
does
true.
that?
See, that's why I love going to Jones first thing, in the morning, is because it ain't that way. It's cool. It's
It's
calm. It's pretty
peace,
damn well
right?
collected.
It's not to mention, I hate to even say this shit, but it's a chick. It's coming from a chick, man, and she likes wisdom. She likes insight. That shit's titillating, yo. That shit's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yes, it is.
I expect to get up here and have a
Go.
conversation with you, tell me about
What do you say?
fucking about tax law or whatever. I expect that from you. I don't expect to go into a woman's room and the motherfucker be willing to talk about, the fucking parallels between adolescence and adulthood and all that shit. So it's nice.
Yep.
Well, I think she's got Joe all Twitter pated right now with her intellect, meaning
yeah,
stuff. Yeah, that's good. No,
Hey,
ain't nothing wrong with
I'm gonna
that.
be-
Nothing wrong with
I'm gonna
that.
be honest with you, Gary. I had to tell my girlfriend today, this morning, there's nothing between me and Joan.
Right.
Joan is cool. I'm not trying to fuck Joan.
Oh.
She thinking like you thinking, Gary.
No,
spent a
no,
lot
I
of time
was
with
just
that
kidding.
girl.
I was only kidding when I said that. But your
it's-
girlfriend ain't kidding, Joe. So
Yeah, it's the truth,
One
though.
eye open, buddy. Sleep with one eye open because you never know when it's coming.
Joan said, keep telling you how smart and sexy I am.
It's funny.
I know, right?
It's porn night with Tammy Linlin.
Yep. Oh, we had porn afternoon earlier. Oh my God, it got some raunchy, funny shit going on up in here. But it was raunchy, but it was funny as hell. I mean, we were laughing our asses off. Everybody was.
Right.
What's up, DSS?
You can soul and have fun.
You weren't looking that tough at the Walmart earlier today with your wife.
Yeah.
Dude, you were behind her like a fucking statue that didn't move. Don't you even leave my fucking side. Don't you even fucking think about it. Don't listen to Gary Snowflake. He took me in the store a second time.
It didn't take long.
Twice he took me in the store.
It did not
with his
take
family.
long.
Yep, twice now.
2 white boys with their shirt off. That did not take
Oh,
long,
that's
boy.
fucking scary
Yeah,
shit.
you're
I'm telling you, the internet is something else, bro. I can't
Joe, I
go
don't
a day
wanna
without
hear
seeing
shit about no
a
white
topless
boys.
white boy.
Yep, yep.
I don't want to hear shit about no more white boys with no shirts on.
Yep.
So you come to my hood and walk around with me with no shirt on.
I share your pain, Joe. I share
There you
your
go.
pain. I share your pain,
I
Joe.
know, right?
What the fuck, man?
Oh, you all know you're just jealous over those
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Come
that's all
on,
it
you know
is.
you're
It's
jealous
all
over
jealousy.
these.
That's all it is, man. Yeah. It's not gross. And I put my hand up too, Joe. I'm like, no, please. No.
But
I
yeah,
know, right? One day I
Johnny
was on
Rotten
panel.
was
Him,
just
Jason,
looking
and
ham.
somebody else all had their shirts off one day on panel, yo. The Slash was the other one.
Yep. Oh, there was one time right here on this panel, I had all 6 of us had no shirts on.
No, shirtless. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
glad I missed that shit.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
got to give me a timestamp and a video so I'd make sure to miss that.
That was about a week ago. So anything
Yeah,
I
I'll
get a
set
week
my
ago,
alarm.
don't watch it.
Yeah, I'll set my alarm to watch that and make sure I hit snooze and roll back over.
all right. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed
Man,
this.
my
and I'm
phone's not cooperating, y'all.
I
Every
don't
time I
know.
turn the motherfucker.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I did, and I'm not being rude,
Like I
Joe.
heard a brother somewhere on the panel.
No, I'm not being rude, Joe, when I say this. If you guys look at the bones in his neck, I mean, his wife And she sneaks away. She hits him with the fucking shoe. She could have broke one of those bones in his fucking neck, man. Like that, you know?
Hey, Hunter.
I'm just saying. Yep.
Oh shit! She sneak up and hit him with a shoe.
Oh my God. You didn't see
I'm
that
scared of
video,
that woman.
Joe, you didn't see that
I'm
video?
800 miles away, 1,000 miles away. I'm scared of that girl. Her and Harry's girl.
Scared of that girl.
Mama No. I'm scared of Mommy Minnie and Mama No. I'm scared of both of them.
Oh, speaking of chickens, Joe just ordered 6 chicks. And G-Mom Pam said, don't be telling Joe, he'll be calling all the time.
Wait, G-Mom.
Hey Joe, I got a whole little ring going on here, man. I'll sell you about 100 chicks, man, for like $50, man. You want them?
Yes. Are they over 5 feet 10?
I actually know they're about 5 inches tall, but I mean it's
5
hard out
feet,
here for
yeah.
a pimp, bro. It's
Can't
hard out
do
here for a
nothing
pimp, bro.
with those. Yo, I can't do nothing with them. But 50 chicks sounds like a good fucking fun time. Sounds like fucking dinner bill to me.
A dinner bill, shit. They are dinner. What you talking about? They 5 inches tall, bro.
They're literally dinner. I was talking about eating some kitty cat, but I hear you, baby.
I can see it now. It'd be the Joe Cool porn site right there. He'll be taking all over Pornhub if he could get 50 girls
I
at one
know,
time.
right?
You see
And
how
I'm
he's
stupid as fuck, Tammy. I don't care. I'll be fucking sending chicks dick pics and shit. The first night I meet them, I do dumb shit, man. I'll be all on fucking Duo, not now because I got a girl, but I'll be all on Duo doing the naked shit and, you know, yeah, do that shit, girl. Yeah, I be doing dumb shit. Ain't no way my shit ain't all over the internet right now.
Look at him. He's posing for that fucking website, Gutfish or whatever the fuck.
And there's only guys up there, Hunter. What are you doing?
When his wife finds out, oh, he's in a lot of fucking trouble, and I'm fucking ratting him out. I don't care about you guys.
I know,
We're
right?
both gonna rat him out on that.
I'm ratting him out. Yeah.
Posing
I'm
for the
telling
guy.
Nicole you was taking sexy pics for the guys. I'm telling Nicole.
Yep. 10th man's gonna love you, buddy. He's gonna love
Man,
you.
gonna dig. If you text Ted, oh shit. Tammy, give me a second. I gotta text my girl. I forgot.
No problem.
Y'all, ever since my new neighbor moved in, I cannot get on the internet at my house. because
Ever since you fucking moved in, this fucking place ain't been the same. Put a fucking shirt on, dude. It's bad enough fucking Tammy. You now? Jesus Christ.
You can't get on your internet now?
Hell no, I'm stuck on 3G ever since that new neighbor moved in.
Damn. They must have something that's blocking your signal or something. I don't know.
I think what it is where the power was off, I was getting no electrical.
And he just knocked himself out of the panel by hitting the wrong thing.
Well, it's not a bad thing.
I bet you,
One fucking guy with a shirt off now. That's a good thing as far as I'm concerned.
I know, right? We got a little blessing. We got a respite for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, Jody, I got the perfect pick for you. Oh, damn. She said I'd rather get duck pics than dick pics. I found a pic, and I forget what it all said to it, but it showed a half duck, half dick. That shit was funny as hell. The picture was so funny, I forgot what the words were to it altogether. So I'll send you that one.
Hey, I sent Joan. I say, Joan, I sent you a dick pic. Go check your phone. I sent her a picture of Richard Nixon.
That was a shot. Felt like a shot.
I got a few chicks like that. I got Liz like that. She's like, what? I'm sent you a dick pic. She's like, what? Yeah, go check it out. Fucking Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon. Yep, they used to call Richard Dicks all the
time. Don't underestimate short chick. Golden, you're right. Short chicks are sexy as fuck. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Hey, I tell you what,
dick
some of the funnest times I've had in bed was with a short chick.
I agree, right? I got no issue with I like a short, bad, bow-legged, thick dad. Don't get me started, man. They're fun sized. DSS says they're not short. They're fun sized,
Yes, that's it. They're fun size.
like a Snickers.
There you go, bud. You back.
Oh, stop it!
You know what,
We're
Joe?
dudes and we're straight.
Joe, I don't want to hear it.
Again,
You spend more time staring at my chest than you do at my full moon. What's your issue, man? Y'all haven't never noticed that? I have a full moon, a whole
I'm
fucking
trying
moon.
not to see your chest, man. I'm trying not to
Well,
see
here,
your
stare at
chest.
a full moon. Stare at a full moon instead of my chest.
I want to see the Earth.
That,
Is the other one the Earth? No, the other one is just a lamp. I thought the other one was the Earth.
Yeah, the other one's just a paper lantern. But if you want to see the Earth, here you go.
All right. Paper lantern. Jack got a really good side he go to. Speak
Hey,
for yourself,
it's the
Joe.
flat Earth. It's the flat Earth.
Told you the Earth was flat.
There you go, Gary. You back.
Oh, there's the Earth. There's the Earth. Flat Earth.
Yep.
It took all the arms in the world to carry that flat Earth. So don't you be ungrateful, you fucking pricks.
I know, right? Damn it. Somebody went through a lot of trouble to get that picture of that flat Earth.
Bullshit detector. Nice.
Had to be really
Yeah,
dangerous.
somebody took a lot of effort to get that fucking picture back up on the wall. He's still doing it. Probably calling his wife, get in here, help me out. They're laughing at me.
And she starts beating with the shoe. What? That'll teach you to get
Let's hit him
laughed at.
with a
What?
shoe. Lift your side, lift your side. Hitting him with a fucking shoe. That'd be fucking funny. Joe, you never seen when they went to Walmart, right? And they took me with them. Oh, you never seen that one? I told him to save it. It was fucking pure gold, dude. You would have laughed your ass off. He's sneaking away. I says, dude, you got it. She doesn't see you. Sneak away, right? And then she fucking sees him. She turns her head, and it's like fucking psycho music in the background. And she goes fucking rushing him. She's got fucking shoes that she's buying at Walmart. And she's not hitting him with the fucking shoe. I'm like, oh my God, it's so funny.
I can always seen you.
You heard the psycho music playing and everything, huh? Yeah. Oh, shit. Hey, Blue Ass, how you doing, baby?
Well, and all I got to say about that is the only reason he loses those fights is a lack of petrol muscles. That boy doesn't have a chest. There's no chest, dude. You got no chest, okay? It's a couple scrubs of hair there, but
I think you're right. I think the whole reason I keep losing is because lack of pectorals. I ain't got shit.
right, there's no pectoral muscles there, right? That's what I'm saying. So put your shirt on and we'll forget all about it. I'm not going to say, Joe's not going to say nothing. You know, we can.
I'm not saying nothing about no naked chest. I'm not. Somebody give me something good to watch on Netflix, man.
There's a
Good
new
on
name in
Netflix.
my chat.
Hey, Joe,
Darn
I've been meaning to
Bart.
talk to you for a while. I've been meaning to talk to you for a while. One day you said give you some homework. You like doing homework. Have you ever heard of stitches?
I'm sure you're not talking about regular stitches. So
No, I'm not regular stitches like getting cut, but Stitches, he's a musician.
I don't think so, no.
Type in Stitches and listen to these two songs, 1 Million Dimes and Gangsta Forever.
All right, I'll do that. In fact, I'm finna bell off now. I gotta go chase down some weed. Tammy, if you're still on, it might take me half hour or better. But I'll be back. I'm gonna need somebody to smoke with. 1 Million Dimes.
1 Million Dimes by Stitches and Gangsta Forever.
All right, I'll check it out right now. Love, guys.
Later, bro. Oh, man. Stitches is a joke, is what I could be said. What is it called again? 1 Million Dimes?
Yeah, it's his own version of a parody remake. I think it's one of Adele's songs, but it's pretty good, man.
Okay, I gotta look that up myself.
It'd be getting me in my damn feelings, man, just listening to the shit. Because part of it is like kind of my life, and a lot of people from the hood be living that same life.
And it's by Stitches.
Yep. Don't listen to the Molly Cyrus one. That one's a little thrown off.
Yeah,
That was a little
that's
too
why I was
thrown off.
saying that here it was for.
Yeah,
Right.
his name is Stitches, but he does a whole bunch of crazy shit. He did a whole song about Miley Cyrus and called it Molly Cyrus.
That's all right.
Yep.
Okay.
You might want to mute it though.
I'm just turning it down.
I actually sang one of his songs. I borrowed Nicole's phone one time and did a live stream of who the hell is that?
What?
Somebody just
Hey,
randomly
FB.
texted me. Yes.
Hey, FB, how you doing, buddy? Mammy, what's up, hon? I tell you what, this goddamn weather's killing me. I know there's gonna be a drastic change in the weather. They're freaking calling for goddamn snow here in freaking May. What the fuck's up with that shit? Oh, damn, I missed that on that shit. Oh, gosh. That should be an interesting panel over there. Oh, Joe Cool's back. My bad. Shit. Welcome back.
That's
That was a quick
100.
trip, man.
I know. I went over there and I know him. I know who Stitches is. I know who that is. I wanted to tell DSS. In fact, I know him because he was giving the rapper, the game shit. You remember that DSS and Game's manager knocked him out. He was saying something about his own homies. They jumped him. That video is up where his own homies beat his ass. And that's how I know him, from being a dick, yo. That's the first time I probably even listened to his music. He told some chick that he'll give her 10 grand because she had cancer. He took it, he filmed it, and as soon as he cut the camera off, he took the money back from her and left her $100.
That's fucked up.
That dude, that's how
that.
I know who Stitches is. Yeah.
I did not know that.
But you're right. The 100 Dimes got a nice hook to it. Million Dimes, he got a nice hook to it. He just an air rapper. The singer on there is better.
Damn,
All right, I gotta go chase
Richie
some dreams.
Restoration says it's snowing like a bitch there at where he's at. The deck is white, his grass is all covered in snow, and it's 32 degrees.
Where you
it's
at,
snowing
Richie?
like a bitch.
Where are you, Richie?
Yeah, where are you, Richie? Are you
Yeah,
over
'cause
there?
I wonder if it's coming. Joni, if you still here, I disagree. Music doesn't suck. Music's incredible nowadays. I can give you a couple listen to. Listen to Billie Eilish, Everything I Wanted.
Did you say Billy Idol?
Everything I wanted. Yeah,
No.
I got you, Joe. I got you, Joe.
Yeah. I had a dream. I got everything I wanted, but it wasn't what I seen.
And
But it was
I tell you what, there's two young girls coming up right now, and a young boy coming up right now in music that are putting out some good shit
Richie's
of their
in
own.
New York.
One's called Celine Tam. She was on America's Got Talent there and almost won it. And the other one's named Angelica Hell, and she almost won America's Got Talent also. And those two girls are fucking putting out songs of their own that are fucking awesome. They're writing their own lyrics. and it's fucking awesome
That's
shit.
dope.
And
Speaking of some old Deltune songs,
they've been debuting and live debuts right here on YouTube for them songs. So
I think Miss Stephanie, right? She writes her own songs. She plays the guitar, sings her own shit. I think she got a potential too. She like it costs
yeah,
like $5 or $6 grand to go to a studio, and I think she's in Australia. And over here, you can go for $55 an hour. That's if you don't even know nobody. If you know someone, you can get it a little or nothing.
right. Yep. So there's a
so
lot of
10-6
newer
now,
talent coming up. And I'm talking like Celine Tam. She's only like 9 years old and writing fucking lyrics that are just mind blowing, man.
Did you say
That's
studio?
pretty cool.
You know, and she
Yeah,
and freaking the other one, Angelica Hell, she's 12 and writing some mind blowing lyrics. So you
She's
got some,
young as fuck.
yeah, and they sing like nobody's business on top of it. I mean, fucking Celine Tam went and won Global's Got Talent. Okay. Not America's Got Talent, not Britain's Got Talent. The Globe's Got Talent and won it.
Global. I didn't know they had a show. I didn't
Yes,
even know
they
it was
do.
such a thing.
And it's the best of the best in the world come to it, and she won one. So that little girl can flat sing, man. She is a badass singer. And then you got that one boy out of Australia. I forget his name, but he's a white rapper. He's a white rapper, and he's only like 9 or 10, and he's putting out some shit that just fucking blow your mind, man. It's like, what the hell? Where'd that fuck? And to look at him, he looks like this little dirty kid coming. He got big old Coke bottle glasses and shit coming out on the stage and shit. Got this dirty plaid shirt on, you know. Almost looked like a Steve Urkel, you know, with the pants up here, you know, around his belly button and shit. And then that kid starts off with that fucking rap. It's like, what the fuck? Where the hell that come from, man? And some good lyrics.
I'm hard on rappers, man. I'm hard on rappers. I'm especially hard on white rappers. So yeah, I got.
Well, I think you'd like that kid. I really do. I think you'd like that kid. You should look him up. He was on Australia's Kids Got Talent. I think he's well worth your time to look into as well. I think you'd like him.
All right, I'm chase some weed before I get in and start watching another fucking movie, man. Wrap with you in a minute, Tim.
All right. No, just keep balance away from sheep and shivers relatives. Now that was funny, Jody. That was funny. Welcome back, Sci-Fi Brian. Hey, 5 Steve. How you doing? Courtney Hadwin was very good. Yes, you're right. I agree, Bouncer. And that one girl, that won America's Got Talent. That shit, I can't think of her name right now. Shit. Let me see here. I'm sure because I watched that video, it'll probably bring it up if I do a search. I think it was 2017. Might have been 2020. There she is. What's her name again? I forget her name. This girl is good too. I can find out.
If only you had a good memory, Tammy.
Yeah, I agree.
If only he wouldn't have killed all his brain cells.
That's the problem. I ain't done nothing to kill my brain cells.
Right? That really sucks.
Yeah. I seen what you was doing in there with that belt in that closet, Tammy.
Doll? What doll?
I said that belt in the closet.
Oh, belt.
My freaking phone camera is going screw, y'all.
Hey, DSS.
Grace
How's
Grace Vanderwall was her name. All right, go ahead.
how's the project coming
Project?
on the house?
Oh, it's coming really good. I'm at like 49% of the way there now. Maybe 48.
They get the bulbs hooked up.
Bolts.
Well,
We'll have to talk about that privately so you can tell me which bolts you're talking about, but I think so. I think so, yeah. If it's the same ones I'm thinking about, yeah.
yeah, you had to. Okay.
But yeah, Grace Vanderwall, she came out and sang her own freaking song, and it was very moving and very relatable. It's a very relatable song to probably most of us, especially when we were young people, and where we didn't really know who we were, and we were trying to figure out who we were, and then we changed something about ourselves so we were different from everybody, so we knew exactly who the fuck we were, and things like that.
Tammy, when I took that phone call, could you guys hear that or what?
I did not hear anything from you, bud.
Last time I was on? Okay.
Huh?
Last time I was on?
Yeah, didn't hear anything from a phone call, bud.
Wait.
I agree. I agree, Mammy. They're making a lot, and I read another story about yeah, sure. I'll play it. They're freaking they're taking a lot of shit down that people are putting up.
Yeah, don't be talking about anything crazy.
All right, I'm gonna share this right quick. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, we got that for you, by the way, Tammy. We're going to need you to get with us privately so we can figure out how to send it to you.
Yeah. Hey. What you need to do is send an email either to me or to Jen, and you can get my phone number and all that also, and and we can go through that way. Here, let me get this started for y'all, and undo this.
Some hate messages after this. Frankly, I don't care because this could save someone's life. I'm a nurse practitioner. I am licensed and certified.
Yeah, I think she still got Jen's email. I'm pretty sure.
New York City, who's on the front lines, and for her safety, she cannot come out and say these things. So I am her voice. I'm not going to name names of people or hospitals for the safety of those involved. But this is her account. Okay, I am her voice here. I'm going to tell you what she has told me. She wants this to get out. Now, I'm sure this is not the case everywhere. I'm confident. I have friends that are in other places. They're on the front lines. They're in ICU. And it's not like this everywhere. But in New York City right now, in some of the hospitals, this is what is going on. People are sick, but they don't have to stay sick. They are killing them. They are not helping them. She used the word murder, coming from a nurse who went to New York City expecting to help. Patients are left to rot and die. Her words. She has never seen so much neglect. No one cares. They are cold and they don't care anymore. It's the blind leading the blind. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I was on with some nurse friends of mine, and we were discussing different medications that could be used to potentially help people. Doctors who were reporting around the country that they were using a combination of medications that were helping people. People were not dying when they were on these medications. They were getting better. Those medications are not being used in hospitals in New York City. what is happening is that they're putting people on nasal cannula. If they require more than 6 liters of nasal cannula, they get intubated, they go on the vent, or they get trached if there's not enough vents. They don't get high flow, no non-rebreather, no non-invasive ventilation, no CPAP, no BiPAP. They're on a closed system, the ventilator, versus a CPAP or a BiPAP, for fear that it will spread the virus. Which, by the way, I know a nurse in Florida who was fired for exposing that about CPAP and BiPAP and patients being put on the ventilator, like straight away to the ventilator, to be on a closed system. The patients don't know any better. They don't have family with them. There is no one there with them to advocate for them. So they are scared and they give consent. The ventilators have high PEEP, high pressure, which then causes barotrauma. It causes trauma to the lungs. Dr. Siddell, Cameron Kyle Siddell, a few weeks ago put out a video. He's in New York City, and he put out a video saying something is not right. Like, we're not treating this correctly. We're doing something wrong. This doesn't make sense. They pulled his video from YouTube and they took him out of ICU because they couldn't have one doctor going against the grain, going against their protocol. The protocol is propofol or some kind of sedation because they're on the ventilator, and IV antibiotics. There's no hydroxychloroquine. They're not using that combination with Zithromax. They're not using zinc, vitamin C, high doses of vitamins A and D. They laugh. This is what she's told me. They laugh at that. She says, this is a nightmare. It's out of a horror movie, and I don't want to be a part of this. There are people who are a full code, and yet if they crash, they're not doing compressions because it will spread the virus. Full code, not doing compressions. Family is not there. They have no one to answer to. No one is being held accountable. A code was called and no one came. So sometimes they're not even resuscitating people. Again, left to rot and die. They're not given blood because we know that the blood is not oxygenated in these COVID patients. We know that. There are doctors all around the world sounding the alarms. These are the drugs that work. This is the pathophysiology of the disease. This is what's happening. And for some reason, it's not changing. Even though we know, some of us know what's going on, nothing is changing on the front lines. They stay in the same PPE all shift, except for the top pair of gloves. So 2 pairs of gloves, or I don't know, maybe more than 2, but they're only changing the gloves on the outside. Gown, mask, whatever else stays the same because all patients are COVID patients. So if it's a COVID floor, it's all COVID, but it's not because some of them are rule out COVID. So even if they're rule out COVID and they're not COVID, they're going to get COVID because they're using the same PPE all shift and they're carrying that contamination to all of the patients. They're not changing their PPE. They're not going into rooms. So they're running long tubing into the room so that they can manage the tubing from outside of the rooms. So if they're not going into the rooms, that means they're not assessing the patients as frequently as you would be otherwise assessing your patients. They are not doing rapid result tests. You're lucky if you get results in 5 days. Okay, this is coming from my friend who is in New York City right now on assignment, who went there to help, and this is what she's finding. It's a horror movie, she says, not because of the disease, but because of the way it's being handled. She said, we need help, and people are sitting there waiting in the hotels, money, I guess, it's being paid for by FEMA, and yet they're still understaffed. And there are hundreds of people, hundreds of nurses in the hotels waiting to be called onto a shift. So there is manpower enough if the goal were to actually save people, but resources are not being utilized properly or to full capacity in a way that maximizes the patient benefit or improves the outcomes. The records and charting are crap. And now some of these hospitals in New York City are probably crappy on a good day. So you add in the fear of COVID and the fear of the whole pandemic and forget it. So if you're in a crappy hospital with crappy nurses, let's face it, all those nurses have worked with crappy nurses before who don't care. So now you add in this, forget it. And they're having people do things that they can't do. So maybe things that they're not proficient in. So maybe a nurse who's not familiar or comfortable with using a ventilator. And it's that figure it out mentality. Figure it out. These patients are critical and they're crashing. Figure it out. So nurses are being celebrated as heroes, right? We see how like the fire trucks and the police are like lining up and practically having these parades and celebrating them as heroes. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure in some parts of the country, in other ICUs, I have friends that are working on the front lines in ICU and they are good nurses. And some of them are heroes. But we have nurses being celebrated as heroes who are killing people. They're not heroes. And they're being brainwashed to think they're doing something great just by going to work because they're brave enough to go to work. Well, what are you doing at work? You're certainly not saving people if you're not even running codes. You're not even going into patient rooms. You're a coward. You're hurting people. You're killing them. You're contributing to the problem. I know I'm going to get hate mail for this, and that's fine because people are dying who don't have to die. Again, there's no family there, so no one's being held accountable.
Right.
And once these people get intubated, they're being scared into giving consent to be intubated. And then for a lot of them, it's over. And there's nobody going to be held accountable. And there's nobody looking out for them. They are completely by themselves. There's like a total lack of critical thinking. It's out the window. And people are scared to speak up. And one person alone isn't going to change the overall culture of a hospital or a system or a city. Like I said, Dr. Cameron Kyle Seidel's video was pulled from YouTube. And he was pulled from the ICU for sounding the alarm and going against the grain. So people are sounding the alarm. It's just not changing anything, apparently. So what can you do? Buck the system. I'm really fortunate I don't have any family in New York City that I personally have to worry about. If there are people that you are worried about, or maybe it's not even New York City, maybe you're in another city that's being really hard hit and you're just hearing really bad things coming out of that city, buck the system. Something is wrong in the system. So go against the grain. Request records immediately. Records, transcripts, immediately. If there's a medication that you want your loved one to be given, report it as an at-home medication and demand that it be continued. That's just a tip from inside the system. If you want a medication to be given, you've got to report that it's an at-home medication and that you demand that it be continued. Your loved one is not going to have you in there advocating for them once they go in. You're not allowed in. The only reports that we're able to get of what's going on are coming from the inside, and people are afraid to speak out. People have lost their jobs.
Yep.
Do not give consent for intubation if you don't want to be intubated or your loved one to be intubated. Demand non-invasive or less invasive ventilation methods. As soon as you give that consent, you might not come out of it. Now, in some cases, it might be appropriate. We just don't know. We know that it's being used inappropriately in a lot of cases and that the ventilators are making people worse. Please share this video, make it go viral. People need to know this. This is the truth of what's going on from my nurse friend who's in New York City right now on assignment.
All right, guys, there you have that. And that's quite an interesting video and a bit of something to chaw on there, ain't it?
You know what? I would have called this a while ago, as I was filming police. I noticed that people that get taken to the hospital, some of them die in the ambulance, some of them don't make it to the hospital, some of them make it but die at the hospital. Some there's nothing they can do, but some, they could have made it, they should have made it, and they didn't. So, of course, what's the answer? Cameras. I told my person that put me under, I said, well, you got cameras? Well, we got them, but nobody sees them. I said, I want everybody to see them. I want everybody on YouTube. If you're sticking a tube down my throat, I want it to be on YouTube.
Yep.
That's my life. So
you got to give up your rights to patient doctor confidentiality for that to happen.
Yeah, if you're going to give up your life, no. The cops are in there anyways. They own the hospital. They got access to every one of their cameras. I think I don't think anything's private anymore in
Mhm.
say Sioux Falls. You would
Mhm.
like there is, but if they want to know what's in your system, they're going to call up and ask, and they're going to get it. And this is the switch we're seeing is eventually they're going to get so much pressure from the police department, they're on the take. So what I'm saying is if you have a last name like I got a last name, you're just not going to make it. You're going to be a failure to thrive before you even get to the to the hospital, because cops just don't like you. If a cop walks in though, he gets first class treatment. There's a bed for him.
Yep.
Plenty of air. So we're
Oh
ready.
yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about there, FTP, because I got my hand broke by a pipe and went to jail. And it took me till I went to jail at Thursday. It took me till Monday of the next week to even get an X-ray. And it took me kicking and pounding on the door because I was in such pain that I couldn't hardly stand it anymore. And one of the sergeant major come walking over and he said, "What the fuck's your problem, boy?" And opened up this little slide door in the holding cell that they had me in. I said, "That's what's my fucking problem." And this happened the day I got arrested. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And he made them get something done. So, needless to say, uh, uh, I know exactly what you're talking about there.
Right. But I want to turn back to this girl because this was never supposed it's about the medical system, but the medical system is broken. There's nothing good about it. Um the girl's saying stuff and nobody cares, nobody's listening. The hospitals are understaffed. You
Mhm.
could be sending people there from that are healthy or get more people in there, but you're not gonna.
Right.
The we could be
Well,
sending
they like here in Pennsylvania, 92% of all medical staff has been laid off.
why? Because
Yeah,
they
that
want people to die. The
yeah,
agenda is depopulation.
yeah.
That's the and I shouldn't even say that because the hypothetical of well, you're just saying that and it's a conspiracy. It's this, it's that. Well, I'm not going to say it if it's not true, but once you got mass graves going, okay, could you put a live stream up and we can just see for ourselves how often you're going in checking on the patients? Once somebody complains, that's half the battle. Once they go live, now you know about it. So now we're all just choosing to turn the blind eye and go, well, people die every day. Well, you're on the front line, so you matter more than, yeah, just don't touch them because you're scared. This is ridiculous. Is this how you treat a HIV patient? Is this how you treat
Actually, that's how they did treat them back in the day. Back in the day.
exactly history repeating itself,
Mhm.
right?
Yep. They treated them like they were pieces of trash when they came into the hospital with HIV.
Here's what I can say for a fact. I don't care that they're doing this because you know what's going to happen? They're going to do it to enough people and eventually their own family members are going to get it or their kids going to get it or their grandpa or their mom or their dad. And you know what? They're going to have to look at their mom, their dad, their grandpa and come to terms with they're not going to get the care either because they're in New York City too. So
Yep.
they were immune, but the fact is this is going to possibly affect everybody and there isn't going to be there's no cure coming. That's a fact. There no cure coming. That's as far as I'm concerned. So live with it, enjoy it, and you're going to see a lot more before you see a lot less.
Yep.
And Bill Gates ain't nobody going to fix this. They ain't man enough to fix it. They
Bill
don't want
Gates don't want to fix it.
to.
He
Exactly.
wants. I mean, he's been on fucking talk shows saying we need to cut the world population by 2/3.
Yeah. And I think the only person that needs gone is him. That's
I
my
agree.
Him and
Well,
Fauci.
that and anybody else that backs what he's got to say or do,
Yep.
and then also makes a false lie narrative to further their agenda, as far as I'm concerned. Just
I
saying.
guarantee you, I got no stake in the game. If God
Mhm.
comes and takes me, God comes and takes me. I ain't got no money rolling on this, and I ain't got no money in the stock market. Nothing. So take that, eat on it. And that's a chew on it point. And if you don't like it and you don't like what I got to say, well, I guess you know where I live and where I stand. But and it's no more different than what the 10th man would say one way or another. This is what's going to happen. And he is right. I never said that he isn't right. You look at, if this gets really, 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 really bad, you're gonna end up displaced. 21 days without your loved one. Even if let's say you're in there for a normal operation, you still get quarantined because of other people that have the COVID, even though you don't have it. So you're going through a problem. You're suffering for 21 days with a gallbladder issue.
Well, you know, that was another thing I was reading on some of these news things that I get. They're having problems in the hospitals right now. People are going into the hospital. They are not testing positive for COVID, but they want to make sure they still don't have COVID. So they're sticking them in rooms with people with COVID to quarantine them. Of course, they're going to get fucking goddamn COVID after 14 days of being in the room with someone with COVID.
Yeah. These people aren't the brightest bulbs in the bunch thing.
Yeah. I mean, and that made that on news. That was national fucking news, by the way, because that was ABC that put that out.
Tammy, but I don't want to hear about national news, right? Because I'm sick of it. It's garbage.
Yeah, but they're the ones who put that fucking story out and past the little news. Okay. ABC did bring that story up and actually was almost word for word from some of the smaller papers and
That's still
smaller shit.
of them. None of them are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They'll let a little bit out to make you think you're getting the full story when it's still a false narrative, even on their part, and you know it. When
Well,
doctors
of course, it's bad, probably worse than what they said, but still, why would you put? Period. It don't matter. It don't matter who the fuck brought out the story.
why
You're
does
getting all bent out of shape about who brought the fucking story. It's the story that means anything. Why are you putting fucking people with COVID, or putting people with no trace of COVID and not testing positive for COVID in a room with people with COVID?
right.
It don't matter who brought out the fucking story. I don't care if it was Jesus himself come sat down here on a rock and said, "Hey, this is happening." I don't care if it was the fucking worst, the worst man on earth, and he brought it out and said, "Here, this is happening," and they got the proof to prove it. I don't care who brought it out. Okay, and they got the proof to prove it. That's the thing, that they're putting people with that are not testing positive with COVID and with patients that have COVID. Now that's some fucked up shit. And they're leaving them quarantined for 14 days in that room with that person with COVID. So of course their chances of getting COVID are almost, it's going to happen. So do you see what I'm getting at, MTP? I'm not trying to chastise you, man. I don't care. I don't care where the story came from. Yeah.
A wrong is a wrong. Any way you look at it, and people's lives are being lost because they're scared and they're scared to do their job.
And you know, and
do their
I know
job.
that, and I know that lady wasn't lying about one thing as well, because on my video, when I went to the hospital and checked out my hospital, the local hospital just the other side of the road from where I work, there's a sign that says visitors are not welcome. And there's all sorts of little signs stating it too. They had a great big sign. That looked like one of them construction signs. You know what you see? It flashes up a message, as you're coming up to a construction work site. They have one of those saying that, and then all sorts of little signs down the side of the fucking drive.
Answer me this. why does the whistleblower always have to lose? Why does the person speaking out, why are they the next person to go? And why do they get put on a list, a master list of, oh, they messed us over, so we're going to go sue them into next week. We're going to wage a war on them. Why? The courts are nothing more than a bunch of bullies, all the way up to the Supreme Court, including the Supreme Court. They're garbage. And once we realize that, and that the whole system needs an
You're
overhaul,
fucking awesome, dude.
we might as well just tear down the buildings and build the new, because there's nothing left at these buildings. You proved it. When you walked up there, were they like, hey, Tammy, how can we help you?
No.
They're not there for you. So get out of here.
Yeah.
There's nothing more really to it. You're not helping.
Actually, I didn't even get out of the car because I knew what would happen, because other people have tried to go up there to that, and they said, "Didn't you see the fucking sign? Get out of here!"
Really?
Yes. And that's people trying to go see their own family members that were in the hospital. So who the fuck am I who ain't got nobody in that hospital? And they would put me in fucking jail that quick.
Right. Or you're going to die.
Yeah.
They're going to claim you got the COVID. Come on in. We'll give you a shot. Just like that guy that got filmed. We don't even know what happened to him, honestly, after he got his shot. But once
Yep.
you get on that ventilator and sign away care, you're as good as done. And either
Well,
way, anyways.
That was another story I've read about, and this came out of Italy, though. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's happening here, that she brought up, that they are blowing up people's lungs and destroying the little bronchial tubes, because the PSI is set too high for the ventilator, and it blowing up their bronchial tubes.
Wow.
So yeah, and then they're getting blood clots from the blown up bronchial tubes going into their system and killing them. That was another way they've been killing people, and that happened over in Italy, and that came out of a paper out of Italy.
You know they can do better than that, right?
Oh yes, they do. They
Maybe not
know better. They don't care. They're doing it on purpose.
exactly. There's a difference. And at that point, why do you not need a live feed in those hospitals? Why can you not get that so that we can check the data, check the film and the footage, and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing? See, this is unheard of, right? You get a guy like me and he's like, oh, we need cameras in the hospitals. We need a camera in the back of the ambulance. No fucking way. That ain't going to happen. This is, blah, blah, blah. Well, now people are dying. You know why? Because you're not doing what I'm saying. That's like a teacher doesn't need a gun in a classroom nowadays. Yes, they fucking do, but you won't give them, and you wouldn't give it back to them in the 90s. Therefore, now you're taking casualties. Why? Because you said no, or because you shut down the idea. Because everything you want as an idea is right, and everything we want is wrong. Well, I'm tell you, more casualties. Then have fun with it when it's your family member, your son, your daughter. That's crazy. Your grandma. How do you want them to be treated? Come on.
By the way, I'll talk to you later, Bouncer. You have a good night. Richie's, if you're still there, you try to have a good night too. If I don't get to talk to you later. And who stands to profit from this? Let's talk big farm. The hospitals who are getting 10% or 10 times more the amount than from insurance companies and the government for putting the name COVID on a patient. If they were to, okay, here it is. If you put the name a heart attack or something like that they died of, and not COVID, you get paid 10 times less at the hospital than if you were to put the word COVID killed them. They get 10 times more the amount of money. So yeah, that's the hospital. Bill Gates is the one that supposedly found the only known vaccine for this now.
You can't find a vaccine when you already had the name patented. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that, dude.
Right. I mean,
I'm,
but you're looking at nobody in the general public benefiting from this in any way, shape, form, or possibility. Is all starts from about the hospitals all the way up from there that are the ones that are benefiting from this. So,
you
just
know
saying.
what? I think the fact of it is the older crowd is not going to save us. The military is not going to save us. They're not going to step forward. The Marines, they're not going to step forward. All
I
of them.
I know things differently on that, but I ain't gonna argue with that.
Well, they're not. They're. Where do you see them? You don't see them stepping forward on any front. They're just
Because the ones that are that you don't, here's something that a lot of people don't know, and my nephew was telling me about this. Okay, my nephew told me they had to do a questionnaire. One of the main questions on that questionnaire was, would you ever turn guns on the American public if you were called to do so? And so far, what he's seen is everybody that's in his platoon answered no to that question. That's the common denominator question that every one of them answered no to, and they're all in his platoon. Okay. Uh, so
so they stick.
they and now where did they put him after we did that testing?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
very next day, he was sent to South Korea when he was supposed to come home.
Right. Do you see
So,
how? Do you still see how people that are willing to do the job, they get the better jobs, and the people that aren't, they're the whistleblowers, and they can just go to another country.
mhm,
Do you see how that works? They're the expendable body, or they get put with the shit job that nobody wants.
mhm.
I
But
mean,
what you just missed there was, hey, it ain't that they were. Everybody's doing the same job. They were just sent out of the country. They were forced to go out of the country.
right? Because they're not willing.
The military that ain't willing to do what the government wants them to do.
Right.
So they're
Well,
across seas and all that. You see what I'm saying? The ones that are still here, probably if we answered yes, I would do that.
yeah. If we go down to the military, if I go down to my military base, is there going to be 6 people standing around talking to each other, living in the same quarters?
Oh yes, you sure will see that.
Yeah.
People have been on the freaking YouTube showing that. Fuck, there was one Southside Slacker. There's like 10 of them standing there with no mask on, no nothing, and they were just chatting it up like nothing's going wrong.
They don't have to follow the laws, the rules, and by the time they get on that slab and have to take that ventilator, don't you think they'll get a good ventilator and good care because they're military and because their insurance card
Well,
says
actually, let me bring you up to date on something. There's a ship down down by the Guadalcanal right now that is full of COVID people, and they ain't sending them shit. They told them to basically go sit out in the ocean and die, and they ain't sent them shit. And that guy and the captain got relieved of his duty because instead of going through the chain of command, because he knew the chain of command would cover it up, he went to a fucking civilian paper and let it out that his ship had COVID infected people. Okay.
Right.
And so now they took him off a ship, dishonorably discharged him. And the guy that dishonorably discharged him, though, he had to leave his position as well. But they ain't changed the discharge papers on that captain yet. Okay, of that ship. And now he told the ship to go sit off Guadalcanal out in the middle of the ocean. If they live, they live. If they die, they die. Now, there's you an update for you.
I think it's all, you know, it's a joke. I think that we're being made to be the biggest joke out of probably every country.
No,
I
the
don't.
citizens are. No, we ain't made to be. The citizens, yes. The country, the people that are leading this country, oh no, they know exactly what the fuck they're doing.
No, because they're going to get it too. They don't realize they're on the chopping block too. You
Well,
made
yeah, but they ain't worried about it because they're getting their piece of the pie.
yeah,
That's
the money.
what you don't understand.
The
Their
money.
fucking their piece of the pie was keeping them safe. And do you not think if there is a vaccine out there, they've already taken that son of a bitch
There's no vaccine.
that you know of?
No, I know there's not.
That you know of? That's
They're
hell.
not.
The patent on that COVID-19's been around since 2015.
The only thing that they can inject into us is stuff that causes
That you know of. That you know of.
No, what I
That
know is
you know of.
they have
That
to
they're letting you know about.
that they have to kill.
Get your head wrapped around it. The only information you're getting is from the government about
No,
this. That's what they want you to know.
I know they kill their own babies. That's what I know.
What you need to get your head wrapped around is the government's only letting you know what they want you to know. Why do you think fucking the president's sitting out there without no fucking mask on? Pence is going to COVID infected patients, shaking their fucking hands without a goddamn mask on
Because he
or
does
gloves.
great
Come on,
education.
think about this. Think about this.
He's got military school fucking for a background. What the fuck does he know? Nothing.
Dude, he knows that if the COVID's as deadly as they're saying it is, why is he walking into a treatment center that has COVID patients and shaking their hands without a mask? Think about it. It ain't rocket science. Not trying to be a dick. It ain't rocket science. They got something that they ain't letting you know about. And if you got the big money, though, they probably would. If you were making 10 million or better a year, you'd probably know about it. They ain't gonna tell us about it right now. They don't want to. They want to fucking thin us out. They want the herd thinned out.
Taking all the money and running. That's what it is. That's why they stepped down from all the companies. That's why all the company people won't work either. They took their money, they pulled it out, now they're just sitting there. And they know the elderly and they know the young will die off, and they know the people with no money will die off. And that doesn't concern them. They've already proven that. They're just gonna let everybody die off.
Well, I agree with you because they gotta let 2/3 of the population die. That's
Right.
even in that goddamn what was that pamphlet thing that they did that whole series on that you had me watch? You remember that? The project something or another 2000
Event 2.
Yeah, event 203, right?
Or event 203, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 1 though.
But that's part of it. That's part of the event.
So
They
how
say they're using it as they say it's the possibility of 2/3 of the population can die off from this virus. Okay, that's fake virus that they're using. You see what I'm saying? And that was the wording. I remember that. So and then you hear Bill Gates say he wants 2/3 of the population to die off. Well, guess who's got a big chunk and a big stake in that? Bill Gates. You see, now to me, I'm connecting those dots together. Okay, they want 2/3 of the population to die off, and they ain't gonna give you no fucking vaccine. They don't want to give you no vaccine. They want you to die, yes. And if you ain't making at least a 10 million or better, you probably ain't gonna make it on that list to get that vaccine that they probably do have right now.
I don't want the vaccine because all it's got is dead fetal baby cells in it anyways. I
That's a
don't
possibility.
I don't want it. What'd you stick in it? How'd you create it? I don't
Oh, I
fucking.
agree.
It was all made by them. Fuck them.
Yeah, well, that's what stem cell research is exactly what you're talking about. You know, I mean, that was proven fact. People were even getting caught delivering the fetuses, the aborted fetuses to different places to do stem cell research with. So, just saying. So I do agree with you on that. That I agree with, Patriot.
It's not going to be easy, and it's going to be whether it's a lot of anger, a lot of rallying of.
Tammy, you're right. There, but it's for animals. There is a vaccine that is COVID for animals. So if they have it for animals, how long would it take them to tweak it for humans? Or can they take the vaccine
I
for
think they already
COVID for
have.
animals?
I think they already have and already accomplished it.
But
Honestly,
they
but like
do
I
have it
said,
for animals. You're right.
well, like I said before, why would the president go to a military gathering with thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, I might add, with no mask on? Why would Pence, with a vice president, go into a place and shake COVID infected people's hands without a mask on? Where everybody else in the room has their mask on and zoot suits on. He's in a business suit and no mask, shaking people's hands like it's nothing in the world.
They've either taken that animal vaccine or they've already tweaked that animal vaccine for the humans.
I think they already have, and they've done it long ago. There's small papers, very small, pretty discreditable papers because they're so small. They can discredit them pretty quick, but they are coming out with certain stories about that right now. Over out of
you
England,
guys was talking about ventilators.
Italy. Yeah.
Do you remember China sent out ventilators?
Yes.
Look up a story. I think I read it and heard it Wednesday or Thursday. The UK said they came out. I mean, they came out strong. The UK had to pull a bunch of ventilators because people was dying from the ventilators China gave them, that they were calibrated wrong.
Yep.
And they were just wrong completely. I mean, major wrong completely. So if the UK got bad ventilators, what are the odds the ventilators they gave us are bad?
I agree. That's what there's been stories coming out of quite a few hospitals lately, where they are talking about where the PSI was set too high, and it's blowing up the bronchial tubes, and therefore, when the bronchial tubes, pieces of the bronchial tube will break off and get into the blood system and make a blood clot and kill the people. So if it ain't killing them by blowing up their lungs completely, it's still got a second side effect that's almost just as deadly. So just to let you know. So
yeah, the UK made it known big that China had sent them bad ventilators.
Yep, you're right. I've actually seen a couple of stories on that, and I was looking that up right now. There's ventilators ditched, Chinese ventilators that administrators herald as vital to the NHS efforts to take down the COVID were badly built, unsuitable for use in hospitals, and potentially dangerous for patients. It had emerged. They're talking like different papers in different places in the UK. 250 in one place, 250 in another, 300 in another. I mean, these are different towns that are putting out this stuff. That they got that many that were bad ventilators. So
Okay, China makes all of our toys. They don't last more than a day. Now, why would you go buy a bunch of ventilators from China when you know for a fact they're not going to last more than a day?
I
Now,
want to
either
know why they closed down the factory down the way from me. That
So
the
who-
guy was willing to turn it over into making ventilators. It would have taken him less than 2 weeks to do what he needed to do to get it turned over to making ventilators, and they closed him down.
right? Who's the
So-
smart person in this? Why would America buy China ventilators?
Because right now we got some shady shit going on with China. We got some
Well-
big shady shit going on with
Well,
China.
hold on. I brought this up the other night. You know, you said I guess I threw it away. But I had one of them stupid little blue masks that you get from China. You know, costs like quarter piece in a big box. You get a big box of them. The box costs you like $10, right? And it comes from China. Just think about that. You got a mask, and they want you to keep it up against your face all day long. Okay. If that thing had corona or any other disease in it, and you're thinking you're getting a perfectly good mask, well, think about that. Are you getting a perfectly good mask? Are you a chemist to figure out what type of whatever might be wrong with that mask? See, that's what they know, and that's why wouldn't they do something like that if they want to keep this going?
Well, what is the business with the meat? Why are we not bringing our food from over there? You think they want to do population control? They
Oh yeah.
start feeding us bad food?
Well, the thing is, on the meat thing, they they are doing that to keep us hungry. Or haven't you noticed? Supposedly, all our meat processing plants are shutting down, even though the president signed an order to keep them open.
There's
Well,
no
that-
And many stores are limiting the amount of meat you can get, even in pound wise.
1 pound.
Oh, really?
Yes, there's stores here right now that you can't get over 10 pounds of meat when you go in the store.
Yep.
And you gotta, and then they're making you.
There's
and you
nothing
can't.
having
And
100 cows in the state of South Dakota, and you can't get a fucking 10-pound tube of fucking hamburger. It's called somebody sold something out from under you. You can't go to your local farmer and say, I want a cow cut up anymore. Well, you can, and bring it to the butcher shop and have them butcher it. You can still do it like that, and that's what we're gonna have to do anyways.
You guys are seriously telling me this isn't happening yet in my neighborhood?
Yes,
guys are
it's happening
seriously
right here in Pennsylvania. Yes, it's happening right here in Pennsylvania. Yes, down the road at the Palmyra Walmart, you cannot get more than 10 pounds of meat.
Yeah, don't bother.
Wow. But it's not happening yet here.
Be thankful. Be thankful.
It'll hit you.
It'll come. It'll come.
I hate
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it will. Maybe your toilet paper will come back and things will seem to get better. They'll get a shipment or two. Everything will look plentiful. But I think that it's
Oh
just
yeah,
the
we
tip-
got lots of toilet paper.
yeah, I got plenty of that. I mean, but and I got plenty of meat too because we went
Bandit
out of the bush.
said down in Louisiana, some stores are doing it down there as well.
See, nobody's even thought about the butcher thing. Does anyone even know what a butcher
Well,
is?
let me tell you, the 4 butchers that were around in this area are closed down. They can't do shit. They can't open up. They get a $10,000 fine if they open up.
Oh my god, dude!
10,000.
$10,000 fine.
I
open their door.
told my daughter, I think they want us to get to where we're close to the depression, to where we're going to be. Don't get me, but I was trying to give her an analogy. We're standing in line waiting for a bag of rice.
Yeah. Well, we sat down at a Catholic school one time, and we started making bags of rice for the Boy Scouts, right? And they were all going. I was like, "Where are all these bags of rice going?" Well, they're going over to like Africa, or they're going over to. We send them overseas, so we're feeding them rice out of a school here in South Dakota, and that's our contribution is a bunch of different rices that are healthy and give them their nutrition. So they already have had to do it bag of rice, bag of rice, bag of rice, and that's all they get. Well, what do you think they're going to ration us to? Bag of rice, bag of rice, bag of rice, after they probably already made a deal with someone like China or someone else. And that's why they're taking all this meat. They're probably going to go sell it to China or Japan or
Actually,
Yeah.
they've got all our processing plants. They're shutting down our processing plants here in Pennsylvania, left and right.
yeah, his same
Literally.
here. It's done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that.
So the meat ain't even being processed. So
No.
they ain't taking meat nowhere. It's just not being. The cows are sitting out there getting fat and damn in the hay lot right now.
Well, now they're killing them. The farmers have been told to just euthanize them.
Yep,
And
that's what Patriot just said in Texas.
So is it that the cows are contracting or could contract? This
no,
No, it's because
no, you just if you don't kill them, the government will call in your loans, and then you'll lose your farm.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And it's also for the dairy. You can they have to dump the milk. I went to the dentist Wednesday, and the lady working on me said up there by her was a dairy farmer, and she said it was so disgusting. It was heartbreaking. He was out there, and she said it was just flowing like a river. He was out there just dumping the milk into the field.
Yep.
And she had talked to him, and he had been told that that he does it or they call in his loan.
Yep, there's been 15 of them right around here, 15 major dairy farms.
You know what
they have been told the same exact thing. They have to dump it or you lose your farm. Period.
You know what I like about this? It's your own people doing it to your own people. I fucking love it. It's Americans doing it to their own fucking families. Nobody is unaffected, not even fucking Bill Gates at this point, right? Because eventually they end up with nothing all the same as we all, because the cows don't just necessarily reproduce at this rate. You can't just shut everything down and then turn it on and the faucet's just going to reproduce overnight. That's not going to happen. So we're always going to be behind. The semis aren't going to get fixed. The trucks can't run off of no fuel, no diesel fuel, no drivers, no, everybody's getting sick. Therefore, no, it ain't going to work. People are going to say it's not worth it. It's not worth it to put the cows in the truck. It's not worth it to make all this milk again for someone to come and tell me what I can and can't do.
Yep.
Fine. Just kill the cows in the field where they lay and just quit being a farmer.
That's exactly what they want them to do.
Because they're fucking you, so you should just turn around, do them the favor. If you're that farmer, do them a solid. This is what you can do for me. Once again, my government taking everything and not leaving a fucking drop because they're so fucking greedy.
Now, there's a picture on social media, and it's a true picture of a dairy farmer who said he wouldn't just straight dump it. He got the word around in this community, and you can see cars lined all up the road, and they're there to get the milk. And he's giving away the milk as the people show up because he wasn't dumping it. Hey, they told him to get rid of it.
Nope.
So that's how he was getting rid of it.
Why would you do that? That's just, I haven't even heard of that. That was the first time I heard of milk being dumped out.
They're dumping it.
It's just, I don't know. These guys are crazy. Effing crazy. They're your own government. They're the ones turning against you. They're the ones making it so your family can't eat.
Right here, West Bend, Wisconsin. Farmers told to dump milk. Wichita Falls, Texas is dump milk.
I think they
and-
dump the United States government on their head. That's what I think. Time to go empty the buildings out. Sorry, you gotta go.
And here's the deal here. New York agricultural sector is reeling under the weight of COVID. Meanwhile, there's a logjam for beef farmers because the major cattle processing plant in Pennsylvania are shutting down. You're sitting, that's what you're looking at right now.
You can't
I mean-
just shut down if you're a farmer. The fucking cows have to eat. Do you get that? Like,
I do get that. I used to have cattle.
They don't have to eat if they put a bullet in their head.
Yeah, that's why
Well,
they're telling them to put a bullet in their head, because if the government can't afford to help subsidize their food bill.
Oh, the government can't help to do anything, don't we know? Because they're giving it all to Bill Gates.
I know.
They sold it to the devil down over to China for the
I know.
phones. They want the phones and the 5G more than they want fucking a cow.
And this COVID vaccine for the animals, you trace it and it traces, honest to goodness, I promise, trace it. And it traces right back to Bill Gates' foundation.
I've been
That
saying
animal one. That animal
Mhm.
one.
They
Yeah.
can't.
And I think he's had it since like 2018 or something.
Yep.
He's no vet or whatever. What's he need an animal vaccine for?
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Look, Bill Gates is not a doctor, correct?
Right.
Not that I know.
Now, if you believe that he is not a doctor, then why the fuck was he touching a kid or injecting him with anything?
Yes, I agree.
So much
When
as
did he?
kid
He
while
did.
they're administering a
Yeah,
shot.
he
You
was
are
administering. There are pictures of him, and there's actually YouTube videos of him where he was administering shots to kids, and he is not a doctor. He don't even have any nursing.
Oh, that's against the
capability.
law.
That
Well,
is
he
the-
was doing it.
So there,
Well, I'm not saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he wasn't, but I'm just saying
no, he was.
we would
Yeah,
go
I
to
know it's
jail.
against- I know it's against
He
the law,
needs-
but his money and his research, quote unquote, is what's keeping his ass out of fucking prison.
Well, you know, one of us would go to jail.
Oh, you
Oh,
damn
yeah.
right.
Oh, if you
Damn right.
to practice law or oh my gosh. I can't even. That just pisses me. It really takes the cake.
Yep.
Whatever.
All right, Reverend Kelly, buddy, you have a good one. You try to have a good one, buddy. Honestly, I think y'all are missing a big step with China. I don't think the government has sold its soul to China. I think the government's trying to get out of what other people has done to sell us down the river to China, and that's why the instant blame to China on the COVID, even though there's plenty of evidence to shows COVID-19 was right there and man-made in freaking South Carolina.
Yes. Thank you. The elephant in the room. I didn't say
Oh
it. but
yeah, I think it was.
I'll
Oh, I
back you.
agree. It was made in the States. Wasn't it made in the States? And the guy from Harvard had to take the fall.
Yeah, one of them did, and then they tried to also blame a few infiltrators from China, things like that.
There's
Oh
a girl,
yeah. Oh,
There's a
absolutely. I
girl-
believe that.
the whistleblower that blew the top and the lid off of all this and basically knows for a fact that we had it sitting in that North Carolina lab where she worked. And because she decided to whistleblow, again,
They destroyed her life. They
she
destroyed
knew
that
for
woman's
5
life.
years. 5 years ago, she knew this shit.
Yep,
She
she
knew
sure
this
did. And did you know she spent a year and a half in jail with no charges ever placed against her?
Yep.
None.
Now,
But
what would you
spent a
do?
year and a half in jail for being a whistleblower
Yep.
about it.
That's your government. Treasonous at best. They're nothing but murdering cowards, treasonous fucking. Nope. Stick them all in cages.
Now, the reason they're messing with the food, I've got a couple things in my head as to why that's going on. And we owe China so much. Is it they're selling us down the river, or is China strong on? I don't know. Never mind. Shut up, Cindy, because you have no proof of nothing.
Well, myself personally, my personal thoughts of that is
We may not have proof.
there's
They're all hiding. They're not in those buildings. They're not in the city buildings. They're not doing their job. They're not doing anything for the American people. And then when you walk up to the window and you say, "Can you do your job, or can I get a complaint form?" No, you can't, and get out of our building. You need to be thrown out of that building. Clearly, you've taken all of our money, and now you're such a fucking coward that you won't even show up to work. You won't come out of your house. You won't even claim you're a cop. You won't hang the blue flag anymore. Oh, the blue flags are pretty, they're not coming down, but they're also not advertising where they live either.
This is something minor. The Bureau of Motor Vehicles, the driver's license place,
Yep.
is not open.
I know. That's why I
how
ain't got my license back. That's why I ain't got my license back. They even
How are you
closed
going to
down
get
the
COVID
virtual-
in the license bureau?
Because
My driver's license are expired. They expired in March. I was going to go get mine this weekend.
You want to know?
Open.
Well, you want to know how you get COVID in there? It's like here. The last time I went to the freaking license bureau, there was over almost 8,000 people in the lobby waiting to get taken care of.
You live in a bigger area. I do. I live in small townville, USA.
Well, they're doing that for the big. They're doing an overall close down because they're saying, oh, and that's all they're looking at is the big areas like right here. Okay, they don't give a crap about the small guy out in nowhere. It's saving them money. That's more money going in their fucking pockets.
I'm gonna tell you about a food giveaway that happened around here recently. Like last weekend, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I believe, I don't know if there's milk given away, but there was a box of grapes, and I took a picture of it. I was on a live stream with Liberty Bird, and they gave away probably 50 packs of Jell-O, or 100, like cheesecake Jell-O. Then they gave away a box, a industrial size box of grapes. What else? There was more.
I don't get those.
Actually, Bama Green Eyes, it's not illegal to give yourself an injection. It's illegal to give your child an injection, though. Just saying.
Where'd that come from?
Bama Green Eyes.
Against the law, how can we give ourselves injection?
Yeah.
I give myself B12 injections all the time.
Yeah, it's not illegal to give yourself an injection. It's illegal for you to give other people injections.
Well, depends on what it is.
Depends
on what it is. The doctor has my sister-in-law give my brother, what do you men have that I don't have? What's it called, Mark?
Prostate.
Testosterone. Testosterone.
Yeah. And actually, ladies have a small amount of it, but that's
well, I was gonna say you have something different from me, but that would be going back.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, she's allowed to give him testosterone.
Not well. Maybe it might be state laws are different because I know down in
well,
Florida
because
you can't.
it's there's something that's in it that makes it that you can laymen can give it to each other.
Well, like I said, down in Florida you can't. You can't give testosterone shots to anybody.
Really?
Yep.
That's like
Unless you have some type of nursing ability behind you, like you've gone to some type of nursing school.
that's like
Must-
Jose Canseco. He
Must
injected
just be Ohio then.
It's probably state laws differ. I'm going by what I know down in Florida.
Oh,
And-
must just
So
Just
come over
remember
here to Ohio and I'll shoot
they're
you.
the people
Tammy.
offing us now is our own medical staff. All this trust we put in them, and look at what they're willing to do. Sell us out just because Trump
Well,
or-
they're letting us do our own work, aren't they? They
Yeah.
don't have to do their job.
yeah.
But Timmy, come over here and I'll shoot you with a needle.
no, I pass.
Yeah, I'm down.
I don't like needles.
And-
That's one of the main reasons. One of the big reasons I won't go to the hospital, and I have several other reasons. I don't like needles.
I'll just
Okay.
tell you to bend over and let me shoot.
I'll pass. I appreciate it. I appreciate the offer.
Cindy, you're coming on a little strong right now.
Hey, you know where they have to go. You got to bend over.
Yeah.
Got to take a needle and bam.
Okay. Bend over, Rover. Let Little Red Riding Hood come
But-
over.
But my idea about China is this, okay? Because they instantly went to blaming China, okay, for the virus, and even promoted for a while
China.
calling it the Chinese virus.
China,
Yeah, the China virus or the Chinese virus.
China.
They promoted it, okay? Honestly, I think part of it, I think the biggest thing is they want to get out from under all the bullshit that we are under with China. Okay. Because China right now has the ability to manipulate our monetary system. Okay.
Of
True.
course. I think.
True.
Huh?
I don't know if that's fact. Like, what do you?
Oh,
What
it is fact.
they
They
wanted-
already proven
when-
it. They
when you-
already proven it.
That money?
Yeah, our money was being manipulated by China. Yes, because they own so much into us. Okay,
Why don't you kick them out?
Well, what
that's what
happens
I
if
think
China
they're
calls
trying
in
to
their
do.
debt?
That's what I think they're trying to do, and then that's why they're promoting getting these the protection equipment like the mask. What better way to make China look like a piece of shit again? Oh, you've been putting China mask on. You got the COVID now, or you got this now, and it came from China. And they actually did it. Think about that, and don't think our government ain't above that either.
We'd
And
be in
that's
trouble
what
if China called in our loan.
huh?
Said we'd be in trouble if China called in our loan.
I think
Much
they
money as
already
we
were.
owe,
I
as
think
much money
that's
as we
what-
owe them, and they said, okay,
I think-
pay up time.
I think that's what they were doing, Cindy. When Trump decided to say "fuck you," we're gonna start putting taxes on your goods when it comes here. And they were gonna lose billions of dollars in money. I think that's exactly what China was gonna do. And I think that's why this happened. And that's why it started over in China. That's my hypothesis and theory.
You want a hypothesis? Everything that's made in China is garbage and doesn't last more than a day. So there's no way they can come up with some piece of plastic like a ventilator that lasts more than a week. It's fucking physically impossible for them fucks.
Dude, if you just looked at it the way I did, that don't mean matter nothing shit. They want it to come from China. They want it to because they're setting China up again.
I don't know, dude. Sounds
But
like
then we've been on the news and on the social media and everything complaining we don't have enough masks and gloves and everything.
Mhm.
Look up FEMA took PPEs.
Yep. Oh, I have. I
FEMA
have.
took a bunch of gloves and everything and put them in a storage shed.
yeah, they never give them out to the people. They just store them,
Mm-hmm.
and
So
that's
then
where they found
all
all
these
those
nurses
FEMA
don't need them and they're in a storage shed. I mean, all these nurses need them and they're in a storage shed.
Yep.
Right.
Not
Right.
being able to be accessed or nothing.
Same with this hand sanitizer. Don't get it twisted. It was gone within the first week. And there's no fucking way that in every town, city, state in America that shit would just fly off the shelves like that. It's called all
No
the
way.
companies knew it before we ever knew shit.
Mhm.
That's right.
And again, that's our own government fucking their own fucking people. Not
yeah.
watching out for their own medical staff, because there's not that many fucking medical staff. So it's garbage. You don't need that much. It's called you're hoarding. But then you claim, you point the finger at us and say we're hoarding.
Yep.
Oh,
But if
come
I
on.
don't even have a pair of gloves, how can I be fucking hoarding?
Yep.
I don't even have enough money to get fucking 60,000 gloves.
And come on. Think about the toilet paper issue.
Oh,
Somebody slowed down the toilet paper process.
Yeah, you could look at that. They went to Record Load Productions when we had the toilet paper issue happen right here in the
Somebody
United
slowed
States.
down production.
Yeah,
There
they went
should
to
not have been that big of shortage.
Cottonelle and Angel Soft, which also makes other toilet papers under different names. Okay,
shit.
the company that makes that. Okay, they went to Record Low Productions during the time we needed toilet paper, not Up Productions. Factories that are saying that they would switch over and start making things like PPEs, like the gloves, the mask, things like that. Right here in the United States, they closed them down immediately. Told them not to open.
They wouldn't let some of the prisons who make stuff switch over to start making some of the proper stuff.
I know.
Right.
So
you got total
it's insane.
able-bodied people, and you just want everybody to sit on their ass. What a joke. Is that what America Strong is?
More to my hypothesis. That's another reason why I'm leaning more to my hypothesis. Okay. Actually had people step up and say, "Oh, I'll switch my right now today. I'm making. There was a big condom factory." He said, "It wouldn't take me nothing to switch over to start making latex gloves." They shut him down.
Wow.
Shut him down.
Nobody can make money. Nobody can.
Down here by the Air Force Museum, Air Force Base, we have a whiskey plant. And he says that the government came to him and told him they wanted him to make something, but he had to keep it quiet. So they gave him the recipe of what he was supposed to do. So he started making it. Well, he was making hand sanitizer. So he made as much as they wanted, and then they told him he could do whatever he wanted. Well, he could make it so fast and so much. Well, the first amount he made, the only bottles he could get a hold of, he said, was honey bottles. So he said the government got all theirs in honey bottles. Well, then he said he could make it so fast and so much, and people needed it. He quit making whiskey, and he started making a hand sanitizer. So he hasn't been making whiskey since it started. He's turned it over to hand sanitizer. But the government told him when they started he wasn't allowed to tell what they were doing. Why? Why wouldn't they just tell him, you're switching over to hand sanitizer? What's the big secret?
Why? Because fucking greed, for the love of money, for the love of greed, for fucking the people over.
Yeah.
You can't talk or we're gonna come after you full bore.
I just would have loved to seen when those people pulled their hand sanitizer out and it was all in honey bottles.
right.
That would have been funny. I'm sorry. I know it sounds sick, twisted, and whatever, but
I
to
would
me,
have loved it.
their look on their face would have been priceless. I'm sorry.
Like he said, that's all he could get was honey bottles.
Yep. Well, you know what they're doing around here now. There's a local group right here, and they are literally making moonshine hand sanitizer,
Yeah.
and it smells like moonshine when you put it on your hands, but it's got a soap in it, and that's why it's making. They said it's a hand sanitizer.
I said I'm going out. I told SNS I'm coming out.
Yeah.
I want first. I want the moonshine.
Yeah. There you
Then
go.
we'll go on over to the other stuff.
Right now,
I got a major headache, so I want the moonshine first.
There you go. I don't blame you. Yes, it's alcohol. You're right. It's ethanol alcohol. You're right. Hey, Balance. You're right. Hey, Jason, what's up, buddy? Welcome back, Joe. I wish this weather wasn't changing the way it was. Oh, that's some good looking shit right there, buddy.
Joe, did CFW get a hold of you?
Joe, did you hear Cindy?
CFW was hunting you down.
Yeah, CFW was trying to hunt you down, Joe. So did she ever get in touch with you? Did you hear us, Joe?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Cindy wanted to know if CFW ever got in touch with you. She was trying to hunt you down.
When Cindy, she got my number.
Oh, just a little bit ago. She was trying to find out. Have you talked to Tenth Man today?
Yeah, I talked to him. He's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't talk to CFW today.
She just wanted to check see if Tenth Man was okay.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I was worried. I noticed his channel. He took all his videos down, and and I noticed Jeff hadn't went live.
But
Jeff was just. Go ahead, Cindy.
She just noticed Tenth Man's channel was cleaned out.
Yeah, I noticed that too. That's why I called him.
Gotta clean it out because of the trolls. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably it, right? And 10th was just talking about other people who don't leave their bids up or put them on private. And I was like, where's the sin in that? What's wrong with that? What's their shit? Why can't they leave it on private? But apparently, I don't know, that's a bad thing or something. I put a lot of my shit on private, certainly my lives, I put them on private.
Yeah.
I put mine on private. No, I don't.
Right.
I didn't do it until the trolls started coming around. And then the more they came around, and once they finally flagged one of my videos, I was like, nope, everything's going on private now. I'll just do it like fucking. You know, it's not as good of a product. I wish people could see the shit live, but if you can't handle it, what I'm putting out, and you don't appreciate it for what it fucking is, we can just make it go private, and it can be an upload later or whatever.
Yeah. She just noticed 10th Man was only having like one thing up, so she's wondering if he was okay.
He's cool. I talked to him. He said he's cool. I didn't ask him his business and why he took his channel down or anything like that. But
well,
he's cool.
I know he was in here just a little bit ago, so not this evening, but my last live stream I did, he was in on that. We were having a good time joking around and all that. He got a few good jokes off. We got a few good jokes off on him. So
he'll love it. We're all worried about him.
Yes, he's good. No, he texted me. I texted him. We back and forth when Jeff at 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock here, but when Jeff didn't go live, I texted Tim.
Hey JJ, hey K9, King 9. I always want to call him Kang 9, like a dog.
His name's Dave.
I know, but I know
And
I normally call him Dave, but when I see his name, I always say King 9, so people know that's if they want to go look him up, that's where to go look him up at, you know. So and then I call them by their names if I know their names from their house.
Yeah, I got people who I call at their house and talk to them. You know, like Blue Ivy. You know, that was my chick for a while, and I still call her Blue because I didn't want to be on the internet calling her by her real name.
Right.
So I talked to Golden or somebody on the phone. I'm calling her Golden or whoever. I'm gonna call them by their YouTube name so I don't fuck up.
Yeah, I
But,
don't.
You know
Even
that
here, if I know their real name, I don't call them because what if somebody on here don't know and they don't want them to know? So
you want to see how forgiving I am. I mean, when me and King 9 started out, he actually even gave me a threat to my life. But then I got to looking, that motherfucker ain't gonna do that shit. That's all just talking bullshit, you know. And David's been cool to me since, and I've been pretty cool to David since, you know. I don't have much problem with him at all. You know, I wish him the best. He's actually he's a very smart individual, too.
He is. I met him downtown. He is, listen, I met him to help him with his bags and shit, make sure he got on the train.
Right.
When I met him, he was like, hey, Joe, watch my bags. This guy has a disability. I'm going to help him carry his bags. I'm like, nigga, I'm here to help you carry yours. And he got such a big heart. He's like, this guy's disability is worse than mine. I'm going to help him carry his bags.
Yep.
That's how I met that nigga.
Yeah, see, and I've seen that about him. He does have a good heart, and I've seen that about him. And yeah, he started out trolling me pretty goddamn hard, but god dang it, I found out he's actually a pretty damn good dude. So, you know, and I don't know why he don't ever come back up on my panels no more. He knows he's welcome up here, but he ain't been up here in a long time. He used to come up here all the time.
I think you scare motherfuckers or something, Tammy, right? Because you know, it's always just like 3 motherfuckers up here. I think they scared of you, bro.
Some
30 niggas in here, it's only gonna be 2-3 niggas on the panel. What's that about?
Right. Yeah, I got 32 people in chat. There's 4 of us up here. I don't scare Cindy. I don't scare FTD. I don't scare you. What the fuck?
Tammy yells at me. Tammy yells at me, and I still come back for more.
Yep, sure do. Yeah. I have gone off on Cindy, and Cindy's like, "Are you done yet?"
Cindy's pretty good with that, right? Not letting people trigger her. She's good.
Yep, and she comes right back to my thing. I actually love Cindy. I mean,
we all have bad days.
Yep.
Hey, I yell at Tenth and I yell back and forth, and it's like, okay, we're done. Bad day. Said our piece.
I thought that was cool though, Cindy.
Okay, King.
First, I wanted to say when you hop up here, it's because you know you've been in chat, you've been listening, and you got something to add to the conversation, which is always good. Yep. And I saw you and Tenth going back and forth, and Tenth was saying something like, "Well, I wouldn't want to say nothing to get you mad or offend you." You was like, "Go ahead, give me your best," but you weren't angry. You were talking to him. He's like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." And you were like, "I'm fine with it." And then y'all went back and forth. There's no meanness involved. I thought that. You know, it was nice to see you in that light. It was nice to see you like that. Hey, CFW, baby.
I've told people that's how you have a good conversation. That's a basic debate back and forth, but then in the end, you agree to disagree and still love each other in the end.
Or you could be philosophers, right? You could be philosophical about it. Philosophy is just a quest for the truth. So
Right.
if me and Tammy are both at the truth, whoever brings it forth, if we arrive at it, both of us should be happy. But
Mhm.
usually these debates, we think it's who look to look good, who's gonna win. Especially women. Any chick I'm arguing with, she wants to win the argument. She don't care about the truth. I'm sorry, but you know that's true. Women is more concerned about being right, winning the argument than the truth of the
Correct.
situation.
Correct. You know, sometimes, but see, I also there's times when we need to possibly even if we don't 100% agree, possibly take away a pinch of I learned something from you, even if we don't totally agree in the end.
You know, Cindy, even when I yelled at you and I had my fits with you, I still wind up learning something from you, no matter what.
Agreed, Tammy. I'm finna say the same shit about you. I'm glad we got past our shit, Joe, because you know, you are a wealth of information, bro. I'm still passing on that shit. When the two doctors they took the video stricken down and Fox aired it, Tucker Carlson, and the next day you was like so and so CNN and so then replayed that shit. Now they talking about it. You was the only news source I had for that. I didn't see it myself. I'm still echoing what you said.
Oh wow,
But
cool,
see-
awesome. I'm glad.
But see, now when my husband and I go back and forth,
That's good.
but remember, my husband, I love to tell him, it's okay. I forgive you for making me mad.
I would
Yeah,
try
I don't necessarily I have to apologize. I just kind of apologize for him.
There
But
you go.
still, we just still agree to disagree. You know, we don't always have to agree in the end. But
Homemade.
Joe, even you and I, we don't want to separate from the panel angry at each other. Because then we might.
Homemade cheddar cheese with bacon in it. This shit is good.
Man, that sounds like some shit I want to put on a taco or a sandwich or something.
Hey, White Meat Joe, what's up, buddy?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Another white motherfucker with his shirt off, Joe.
Yeah, bro, yeah. That's the way to do it because it's sexy.
It's so
Okay,
not
Mammy.
sexy.
Yeah, bro, yeah. That's the way to...
Man, we had to hear that echo.
There you go. I got that fixed. But no, man, that's the way to do it. You know, the women out there, you start coming more into your channel, you know?
Well, guys, you talk to this sexy man. I have to get over here and ice a cake so I can have cake before I go to bed.
Lucky you. You don't have to look at these naked men anymore.
I'll leave that up to Joe.
Lucky me, I guess. Lucky me.
Yep. Talk to you later.
Now, I'm down here in the Sonoran Desert. Where are you at, Joe? Because you got a coat on and stuff, man.
I'm in the 30s in Chicago. It's 30s.
Oh, my gosh, bro. I think we broke 100 today here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Rub it in, bro. Rub it in.
Yeah, I'm in shorts and I got my flip-flops going on.
Yeah, y'all are having record highs where we're starting to have record lows up here.
Here too. Who's the pumpkin?
That's Shiva, mammy. That's Shiva.
Oh, what's up, Shiva?
I love the pumpkin. It's fucking cool as hell. Oh, they didn't have to leave.
Lighter dead.
See, I don't know who. When I came in, I told you more women are going to come onto the channel, and then one left.
Yeah.
the only one on the panel left.
Yeah, hey, I see Sheba hopped up here to see you. He saw you naked, and Sheba hopped right up here.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Now it's just a bunch of dudes, and nobody wants to look at each other. Bunch of dudes, old dudes with their shirts off and shit.
Right.
Heck yeah. That's the way to do it, though, man.
FTP got his shirt off too. He just got his icon up, but FTP probably half naked too.
When I sat there and went on Joni's this morning, I had people saying hell's freezing over today because I had my shirt on. Or, I mean, that was funny as hell. So that shows you people have now come
Right.
to expect to see me with my shirt on.
This morning I was looking for Joni this morning. You sure it wasn't yesterday?
Maybe it was no, was it?
'Cause I was with Uncle and them this morning. I was looking for her or
No, it was this
whoever.
morning. Yeah, it was
Was
this
this
morning.
morning? I didn't see her. I didn't see y'all.
Yeah, she didn't stay on. It was early in the morning. I mean, like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. I was doing a cop watch at like 4.
Yeah, she was like
Shout
she was
out
on
to
like 2 o'clock in the
69
morning.
Mammy out there.
Cindy, good night. If you're taking off, hon.
Yeah.
I do. Believe it or not, even though I've had my arguments with Sydney and had my words, I still love her to death. She brings a wealth of information too when she comes to the table, because she really when she comes to talk, it's stuff that she's actually knows some stuff about.
Oh, Cindy?
Yeah.
Cindy's cold. And I'll tell you what, she's got a really good temperament to be able to put up with cats like me and you.
You damn right.
Now that I think about it, I understand why don't nobody want to hop on panel with me, you, and FTP. We are the fireballs, right? We are the hardest on motherfuckers. We are the split personality is having motherfuckers around. We're loving one day and the next moment we at your throat. Yep. So, Cindy does well to fuck with us, man.
Yeah. You got, and we're antisocial motherfuckers. At least I am.
I know I am. Hey, who? I agree. By the way, who says, hey, Joe?
I'm looking. Who say what?
What the fuck is that?
That's his spark machine.
Dang. Oh,
Hey, you know what? PD put up with my ass. He took me to go get arrested.
PD say he would, but I just don't like him.
I had to pick on you about that, PD. That's how PD takes care of you. He just takes you to go get arrested. Hey, Shibba, welcome back.
I know, right, Skittle?
Hey, Skittle Biscuit.
All right, now we got to put the parts down. We got some talent up here now. Dang, that's enough of that shit.
All right, that's good. That's good, bud. Especially that high pitched one. That would start to actually hurt my ear.
Oh,
I didn't mean to put you back there in the back, Shiva. Sorry about that.
I don't think she can hear us.
Oh, he said he'd be back. Maybe he was busy.
He just came back.
Okay.
Yes, I did, Patriot Defense. And buddy, I'm just picking on you. I'm just picking on you about that, bro. I know you didn't even know that was going to go down at all. So don't ever think try to get that rumor started. Patriot Defense is out to get you all fucking arrested. He ain't. That motherfucker's just as much for this community as anybody else, and I'll damn well guarantee that by riding in that car with him and learning a lot about him in a very short time. The man for us, and he's
riding with who?
Patriot Defense. Patriot Defense.
Ah, okay. You can't stay around each other.
Oh no, I love Patriot Defense.
No. I say, you cats live near each other.
Oh yeah, he lives about 3 exits down from me.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate you, Patriot Defense. I hate you so bad. Yeah. I trust that man with my back anytime. I'll tell you that now. And that's saying something.
That says I'm
Hello,
ready
can you
for
hear
your
me?
channel.
I hear you now.
I hear you now.
Sorry about that. I had some issues with my microphone. I'm not entirely sure what was going on, whether it was just a loose connection or
a loose cannon.
Well, that's not true, because That sucks because you already. What happened to me though? Oh, is
Yo,
that?
what up,
That's
baby?
your. All right, that's your
What up,
icon. All right.
baby?
I thought.
I love the evil pumpkin face with the hearts in the background floating
I-
around. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Well, I'm,
it's like
you know,
evil and love at the same time.
I'm a romantic evil pumpkin.
I'm
You're a
You're a
romantic
romantic
evil
evil
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
that pumpkin's something fucking weird, dude.
I love it.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's kind of morphed to my face. So if I sit still, like it should kind of map to my face better. Let me.
There you
There we
go.
go. So now if I move my head round, then it'll. Yeah, but if I move my head too far, then it loses the mapping, like it loses the tracking or something.
I noticed that, like
yeah.
when Jeff does it, if he turns sideways too much, he'll lose it.
Yeah. I've noticed that with Uncontrollable as well.
Still pretty cool, right?
Oh, that's freaking awesome. That shit's cool as hell. I wish they'd work on my computer. I could have fun with that shit working on if it worked on my.
Hang on, let me. Oh, you know what would work well with this?
Okay. Hey, Slash.
So, what are
That
you
shit
talking
look-
about?
That Chevy Scam Destroyer. Slash.
Hey, so check it out. It's 6 o'clock here, 6 p.m. here in Phoenix, Arizona. Check this temperature out outside.
Nope. I don't want to see it.
Can anybody see? It's 6 o'clock at night, over 100 degrees out there.
No, I'd be dead already, man.
And now y'all ask why I have my shirt off.
Yeah, I agree. I agree
you
with
don't
you.
keep it off. You're probably in the buff, dude. You're probably even wearing nothing.
I mean, sometimes it's to be sexy, sometimes it's to live.
Live,
It's
yeah.
survival of the fittest.
Well, sometimes you just need to turn your AC on, dude. Crank it down to 55.
I'm told that motherfuckers in Arizona, this is how they live. They leave an air conditioned house, get in an air conditioned car, go to an air conditioned job, get back in the air conditioned house, car back to the air conditioned house, and do it all over again the next day. I hear that's how you guys survive.
It is, man. You know, the only thing is, like, for the better part of my life, I was in construction, and there's no, you know, because you're building the building, so there is no AC, man. But it sucked, dude. And I'll tell you, here's the truth. Here's the truth. I was doing a job up on top of the roof of a prison one time, and I was just getting dizzy, man. It's so hot, so hot. So I stopped and I got a water, and I could just feel the heat coming through my boots. And I went and I looked over the edge of the roof, and the prisoners were down there playing cards under the tree, and in the shade. And I was like, man, like, who's in prison here for real, you know? And I just wanted to go down there and join them.
Yeah,
And
go ahead.
I ran into one of them on the way out, and I was sharing that with him, and he said, yeah, he said, but there's one thing you got that I don't. I said, what's that? He says, when you go home tonight, you can get pussy. And I said, you got a point right there, man.
You can go home tonight.
That too.
You know, down in Florida, a lot of people. Huh?
Bad move, Tammy. You didn't check my face.
You're right. You're right.
Bad move, Tammy.
Okay. This is how quick that's easily fixed.
PD?
PD, you didn't have to leave, bud. I was just fucking with you, dude.
Go easy. I'll take a chill pill, Tammy. You got hurt real quick on that.
No, Sammy was having fun. He was being a dick. PD the one got his feelings hurt if he left.
No,
Sammy was having fun.
No, I think actually probably what happened was PD fucking about the time I put him in the back, He probably had a disconnection issue.
Oh man, that weed is pretty good. I'm getting blowed fast as fuck.
And TD's coming for me.
Started trolling, and then
He knows where I live too. I'm in trouble.
Right?
Right.
Oh, TD had already left. I was just putting the silhouette. You know how it leaves that silhouette sometimes in the chat when someone leaves. That I was just putting the silhouette in the back of his channel.
Live tonight, you guys.
Who's going live?
I'm not going live tonight.
Okay.
No, I'm going live tonight. No, I just don't have any energy. I've been sitting my ass on these panels all fucking day, and I can't talk and listen anymore to this bullshit.
JJ, when I lived in Florida, I had a pair of shorts on and nothing more than a pair of shorts. Anytime it was summertime in freaking Florida. I'm telling you that now. I didn't have shoes. I didn't want nothing on my feet. I didn't want nothing.
Slash.
Oh, dude, no, I hear you. I'm in a thong right now. Check this out.
I don't need another. Please don't, Mito. Please don't.
Ready to be put in the back.
And Slash, do not come up there without a shirt on, Slash.
If it's not a YouTube violation if it's a dude.
Dude look like a lady.
Dude look like a lady.
Dude look like a lady.
Hey, PD.
Sounds like Joe had to grab a nut for that one.
Like Joe had to grab
You like that one.
Oh my God, it's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
We're graced by Donald Trump.
Donald, go ahead, Donald.
He's all
What
a
do you
bunch of
gotta say to
pussies.
us? Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Trump, I didn't get my check yet.
Yeah, where's
Well,
my
that's the
check, Trump?
trouble. Here's
Where's
the
my
pussy.
check, you fuck?
Oh, no. The pussy
Boot his
don't
ass
get the
off the
checks.
stage. Boo. Boo.
No, but seriously, where's my check? I haven't gotten it yet.
Donald Trump looks like he's been hitting the sauce a little bit tonight.
When did they send out the last checks? What's the deal with that guy? I haven't seen nothing yet.
This bitch was last year. Nobody cares.
Mino, did you go to the IRS website?
Yeah, but it asks like something on my tax form, like what my income was or something, and I can't find it. I don't know where it is.
Oh, okay.
That's ghostly looking.
What?
Like, what is your adjusted income is what it's asking. I can't find my old tax form. So I don't know what to do.
Tell them you'll let them know next year when they're asking for the money back.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like telling them, who cares? Just send me my fucking check.
Yep.
I'm thinking of all the friends I got who said, man, I'm not taking that money. I'm going to send that shit back if they give me that bread. I ain't heard one motherfucker say, you know what, Joe, I sent that money back. I ain't heard that motherfucker yet.
You know, here, and I've been thinking about this. The truth is, right, you know this, the government doesn't have any money. So who funds the money? It's we the people, right? So if we're funding the money and then it's coming back to us.
Sorry. Hang on.
It's coming to us. We got to pay it back.
When you say the government doesn't have any money, what do you mean by that? Do you mean they don't have anything backing the money?
We have a deficit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like trillions deficit. So we're negative trillions and we're giving out trillions.
Nah, we're not negative trillions. That's just a shell game. They want you to believe.
I believe that, man. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. We have machines that make money. So if we have a deficit, just turn the machines on.
Right. Okay. But
you're probably in
the already, bro. They need to stop turning the fucking machines on.
What do you think a dollar is?
It's a tree. It's a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's a piece of paper.
Cotton.
Right. Okay.
I mean, if the machines aren't making it fast enough, make more machines.
Damn right.
Which machines?
You know you're going to have to make more machines because you got a bigger population every year. So
You can't just keep making money out of thin air.
Exactly.
That's what they do, though. They're the smart ones. Remember, we can't question them. Just comply, Joe.
I heard
So I
something
think
like
so.
5% of all that money goes back to the people, and the rest go to corporations and big businesses and shit.
No, so I think the way it works, and I might be wrong about this, and it will probably differ from country to country, but I think in most Western jurisdictions, what happens is a government will issue a bond, and then they'll take that to a bank, and then the bank will take the bond and then issue a loan on the basis of the bond. Right? So you could argue that actually all taxation does is pay the interest on the national debt. Because if you've got a hypothetical economy where you have $100, right, but you want to grow the economy, yeah, like if you borrow money and you need to pay the money back to the bank, well, how are you going to pay the interest on the loan, right? Well, you pay the interest on the loan. Like if you've got your $100 and you get the loan, you pay it back, you pay the interest with the tax. So now there's probably a name for that kind of economic model. But I don't know what it is because I'm not an economist. I'm just
It's called a credit card.
It's called debt. Yes, it is.
When you got a
Well, it sounds like
$50,000
fuck we
credit
the people.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting that British English banknotes used to say what they currently say is, "I promise to pay the bearer upon demand the sum of £10," but it used to say sterling. Now, Scottish banknotes still say sterling, so theoretically, you could take a £10 note or a Scottish £10 note to the Bank of Scotland, the Royal Bank of Scotland, and then exchange that for the equivalent amount of sterling silver. I'm guessing that's what sterling would refer to.
Yeah, we used to have silver notes here as well.
Yep. We used to have
So,
gold
but now
notes.
in
We
the
used to have
UK,
gold notes here.
whereas in the UK now, banknotes don't, well, in England anyway, banknotes no longer contain the word sterling, right? So the money it's actually just a promise, isn't it? When you, like, the promise is the payment, which is a fucked up situation. You're always paying with promises.
Yeah.
I don't know if it says that on American notes. I promise to pay the bearer upon demand the sum of $10 or whatever.
And that's why I don't see the stimulus check as a gift. I see it as a loan. And that's why I was thinking, you're right, Joe Coolway, the buddy, saying I'll just pay it back now. That way I don't owe you later, you know? Like, don't even send it to me. Then I don't owe you.
Is it a loan? I mean, are you required to pay it back?
And I thought about that. I thought about calling and saying, "Look, don't send me one because I don't want to be in debt to you. I don't want to have to pay you back." But
I heard they take it out of your income tax next year.
That's what
probably,
happened to
yeah.
me.
I heard somebody say that maybe they're going to raise sales tax. So every time you go buy something, instead of paying 9%, you pay 30%.
I said that.
That's correct,
yeah.
JJ. It is called a fiat currency.
Yeah.
What's that?
Pretty much all currencies are fiat currencies these days.
Hey, Joe, you know how you're smoking yours? There's some right there in a cigarette.
So I did hear. I read an article.
Yes.
This might interest. This might interest
Really?
the Americans.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, sweet.
That's a cigarette weed.
Let me go grab one.
Y'all. Peer pressure, motherfucker. Don't get me to smoking again. Peer pressure, motherfucker.
I think we're just in a recession at this point. Bottom line.
No, we are now worse off if you look right now than they ever were back in the Great Depression.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it more like the Depression?
All right.
And they're already calling it. There are already some economics calling this the Second Great Depression.
No parking, baby. Bow, bow.
Well, that's the danger with that's the danger with the lockdown.
6 million unemployment.
We're doing this thing, and we don't really know if it's going to work, right? Because we've never done this before. We've never quarantined healthy people before, right? It is like a really weird thing that we're doing, and we don't know if it's going to work. Oh, fuck, I'm a little bit stoned and I've forgotten why I started saying that.
Yeah, I noticed you're a lot calmer than normal, Shiva.
I guess that's when you know it's some good shit, right?
It's haze today.
But,
Well, I did promise that I'm not always shouty. Sometimes I'm shouty.
Yeah, I know.
And sometimes I'm not shouty. And I suppose it just so happened that when I first met you guys, I was kind of in a non-shouty phase, and then I went into a bit of a shouty phase.
Yep, I drove you to that. I think I was a big reason to driving you to that.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. If you say or even imply that I've intentionally lied to you, then you're going to get some pushback from that.
Yeah,
you know, it's one thing to say that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But it's another thing entirely to say that I'm lying. So
yeah, and that's why I brought that up. I wanted to apologize to you for saying that you intentionally lied to me. All right. I do want to apologize to you that because that was probably the wrong wording to imply or even say to that.
That's adult shit, Tammy. I don't even know what the fuck y'all, happened, but that's adult shit right there,
Well,
man.
no,
I'm sorry.
And I appreciate that a lot, actually. Incidentally,
up until now, Shiva, I never really had much of a problem with you anyway. So you've always been pretty cool, and then now last night I didn't think was the proper time to come on your panel. I would come on your panel because I didn't think last night was the proper time to come on your panel because I had to.
I've been coming on Tammy's panel for years.
Oh,
Yeah.
I ended up not doing a panel last night. I kind of changed my mind.
Okay.
What's your channel
I
called?
did actually. My channel is Shiva the Scam Destroyer.
I bet you I'm not sub. I bet you I'm not sub, Shiva. I never get any notifications from you, bro. I bet you I'm not even sub. I didn't even know you even did your own shit.
Yeah. I've got content going back for a couple of years. Mostly scam baiting content. I did have a bunch of art and animation because I do drawings and animation as well. But I've actually taken those off and created a second channel for all that stuff. I did look for that software, Tammy, which I think Cindy spelled it for me, Gidget. And I did ask. I've got some friends who are we kind of call them script kiddies in the scam baiting community. Like what they do is they do coding. They take like software apart and see how it works and all that kind of stuff. I can't do any of that shit. They're much smarter than I am.
In order for you to be a scam destroyer, you don't have to do the computer shit. The only scam destroyers that come to my mind are the people who when them cats call over them from wherever the fuck they calling from.
Yeah, from India. I mean, that's mostly what I do is tech support scams.
So do you go into their computers like I be seeing on YouTube? Do you hack their computer?
No, I don't do any hacking. What I do is I ring them up, get them to remote into a virtual computer, right? So it's not.
So you have them fucking around in a virtual joint.
Yeah. And I spoof the virtual computer because normally you can tell it's a virtual computer. There are lots of like clues. So I spoof it very well. So it's very hard to see. I asked whether anyone had ever heard of malware or software, any kind of software that you could inject into someone's computer through a live stream. And the response I got back was a resounding no. Now, that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, just that the people that I know that know about this stuff, like way more than I do, they've never.
The reason I found out about this is through my actual internet provider, who had to put a special box into the thing to keep that shit from happening because my computer was getting attacked as much as 20 to 30 times a night. And they put they had to put a special interceptor thing in there so they can catch the shit before it even gets into our house.
So
And
right,
But you
okay. So
checking out.
you've got like a hardware firewall. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know exactly what they call that. I'm just telling you how they explained it to me. What the box does, it catches anything that comes in through the stream itself. Okay.
Through the stream.
And yeah, through
I
the
mean,
stream. Okay.
because
The
I did,
internet.
I
I
did
think
do
they
some.
refer to it as a VPN net.
Right, no, VPN is a virtual private network, which everyone should be using. You should all be using VPNs.
Yeah.
Probably not when you're streaming, because unless you pay for it, you get restricted bandwidth. So if you're doing streaming like panels like this, you probably don't want to switch it on. But yeah, no, VPNs aren't suspect. They're a security measure that everyone should be using, really.
I agree.
'Cause-
I agree.
yeah.
But
Same for
the way they wound up explaining it to me is this box is to catch anything that is coming through the stream itself into the house. Okay.
Right, so when you say stream, do you mean stream like a YouTube live stream, or
No,
do you mean
no, like the
signal?
internet. The internet. You were talking about bandwidth. They're calling that a stream into the house.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it. And this box
Well, yes,
catches anything that comes in through that. And I can tell you
Uh,
now,
if
when
you-
that box was put there, many attacks have stopped onto my computer.
I think if you're online, period, you can be attacked. I think what Shiva
yeah.
was saying is there an added element of danger when you go live.
All right, Hoshcott, right? I need to see it.
No, I
back.
don't think there is. No,
Okay.
that's what I was contesting. And I think based on what Tammy's saying, that actually kind of bears out what my position was. Because when he said stream, what I thought was live stream, right? Because
I
that's
thought he was talking about live as well. I was listening
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the
But
technical term these days.
when Tammy is using the word stream, what he means is all of the data that's being transmitted through his internet connection.
Right. And that's how they were getting into me.
Yeah.
And they were
See, now that
hurt.
makes
They were
much-
hitting me hard.
That
I
makes
said,
that
with
makes much more
services.
sense.
Okay. So now we got a comprehension and an understanding. Okay, that's good. I apologize. I am ignorant. I'll tell you now. I am ignorant when it comes to computer shit. I am. I have to go by the explanations and by the way it's explained to me. Okay. I have no other way but to go by it. So I'm an ignorant son of a bitch when it comes to the computer shit. I have friends, on the other hand, just like you, that are not that ignorant when it comes to that. As a matter of fact, one of my friends, he makes after taxes about $250,000 a year, and that's all he does is catches shit like that and destroys it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're good with coding, you can make a lot of money.
Yes, and he does. He makes a big chunk of money.
I mean, I've got a question. Joe, why don't you like me? Joe, why don't you like me, man? What did I do to you, brother?
I'm guessing that you playing that music in the background.
No,
Joe is my brother. I'm Hoss.
That's Hoshcott, right?
Joe Cartwright's my brother.
I was trying to get PD shit about
Yeah!
it. PD.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ride 'em, cowboy.
You're okay, and I kind of like you. It's just that, we're in competition over the same man, over 10th, and I got to get caddy sometime.
What do you mean competition on 10? You can have them, dude. I'm not into guys.
I thought 10th was your guy, your girl, or something.
Fuck no.
No? Oh my God. I thought you guys were a couple. I thought you guys were a couple.
No, I don't. Dude, let me set it straight. I am not gay whatsoever.
Are you saying that you think Patriot Defense is a woolly woofter, Joe?
That's what he said. You're wrong. You're dead wrong, brother.
A wibbly nippy. That's correct.
A woolly woofter. It's an English way of saying puff. Gay, homo.
Yeah,
woolly woofter.
Let me tell you something, Joe. I've laid more pipe than you ever
Deep in
laid.
that voice, Patriot Defense. Deep in
I
it, man.
can come up with a fucking English saying polywifter, polysnuffleplan. Anything fucking weird sounds like an English thing, man.
So what made you think that, Joe? What made you think that? Come on, man. I'm calling you out. Why? And this is the first time I guess I've ever called anybody out on this.
Yeah, you did. Not like I'm
Why would you
shocked.
even think that I would be like that?
Hey,
Why is there something wrong with being like that?
I'm just breaking your balls, PD. And remember in chat, he said something. He said, PD is cute. I'm just being a dick from that one comment. That's all, PD.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he said that. He confused me on that.
He's
because
having fun.
The only
We
thing
think the lady doesn't protest too much, PD. Now you got me thinking, yeah, maybe PD is a little, yeah.
No, not in the least, brother.
You tried
Not in
it.
the least.
Hey,
Have you tried
hey,
it?
I'm gonna take a saying from Salty Red. It's fucking 2020. If you want to blow on that dick, blow on that dick.
Blow on that
Not me,
dick in
man.
2020.
Have you tried it, PD?
Hell no, never will.
So how do you know you don't like it?
Because I like peaches better than I do apples.
Yeah, but you don't know.
You don't know that. You never tried it, man.
I can tell you right now, dead certain, at 58 years old, never tried it. I will never like it. I will never try it.
Oh, you never know. Maybe when you get that first dick in your mouth, you're just going to go, man, what the fuck have I been missing all these years?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll say the opposite.
I'm just wondering.
Oh, he get the first dick in his mouth.
I know, and here's the thing: you guys think you're actually winding me up, but I'm letting you think that.
Yes. I know.
I'm content either way. I'm having fun. Even you let me think it is still fun.
Well, that's the whole idea.
I'm
Make
having
it
a
fun.
fucking ball listening to y'all.
I think Tammy, just in the half hour down there and a half hour back into Harrisburg, I'm pretty sure he's known that there's no way in hell that would happen.
Yep. Yeah, that guy is straight as an arrow, I promise you.
Howdy,
Yeah, but
boys.
hang on. Arrows bend when you fire them.
Howdy, boys. It's Brittany
Arrows
Bimbo.
when you fire 'em.
Yeah, when you fire an arrow, it
Yeah.
wobbles in the air as it's moving towards its target.
Yes,
So
you're right.
straight as
Like
an
a
arrow.
motherfucker. It's amazing that it can even hit a target as much as it wobble. It's amazing.
So straight as an arrow. Well, arrows are fucking bent, man.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
don't they eventually, once the first force given out there, wouldn't it actually straighten out after a while?
I think
Not in the air.
arrows both.
Not in the
Yeah,
air.
they-
It's horribly unstable looking in the air.
Yeah,
It's
if
super
you
slow.
actually do slow down an arrow and actually look at it, it is. You would never think to watch one
It-
at slowed down speed that it would hit where it hits, where you want it to hit.
It would hit anything, right? Not let alone be accurate. You think no way this wobbly flopping so and so can be accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wouldn't think. You guys know, you guys remember Gilligan's Island?
I
That show?
do, yeah.
Yes, I remember
Mary Ann.
Marianne.
That's who
I've
that
never-
looks like. Bimbo looks like Mary Ann.
I've never
Yeah,
been.
yeah, Marianne
She was my lesbian partner.
You did what with your lesbian partner?
Marianne was my bimbo partner.
You
Oh,
lucky fuck you.
Man, that must be
Yeah.
some good weed.
I'm Brittany Bimbo.
I know, right?
all I got to say is, bimbo, if you had Marianne, you're a lucky bimbo.
Yeah, I'm
That's all I
telling you,
can say.
she wasn't bad.
Anybody want to fuck me?
Oops.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
You were all getting wood, and then I turned my camera on.
That boy ain't right.
Dang, bros. I
Right,
just seen
right.
6 boners all fall at the same time.
No, that ain't me. I knew who it was. I saw the face that came up. That's why I was playing along.
Oh, dude, 6 boners all fell at the same time. It was a miracle.
You know, nobody thought you was a girl, and I thought you were who you are, motherfucker.
I'm Brittany Bimbo.
Brittany Bimbo.
Oh, geez, you gotta love it.
All right.
Joe, you still haven't answered my question.
All right. I'll tell you why I thought you was, because you're just kind of effeminate. That's all. You're feminine.
I'm
Don't you
feminine.
agree? You're
No.
effeminate. You're really effeminate in your ways.
What, the fact that I'm like 6'3", almost 300 pounds, and I don't go beat the shit out of people just because I can?
No, all that,
I
you
mean,
know, all that.
That's pretty much like yeah, that's
Hey,
pretty fucking feminine.
I'm a little bit feminine too.
Oh, there he goes. Changed it.
I'm a fucking macho. Yeah, you are.
You ain't right. You know, motherfucker, you ain't right in the head, dude.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna ponder on that there, Joe, and figure out what the fuck you're talking about.
ED, I'm making shit up. You keep making it too easy for me.
And I keep letting you make it easy for me.
Hey,
We'll
Brittany,
keep
come here,
this up.
baby.
Oh, so
We'll
you're
keep
both
this-
easy. So you both just said you're both easy. Okay, we got it. You're both easy.
We'll keep this up all night, Joe. You're gonna wake up in the middle of the night and be like, was Joe serious?
No, dude, when I go to sleep, I go to sleep. Trust me that.
Yep.
Brittany, get over here and let me slap that ass. Yeah, baby. That's a good girl.
You ain't right. You ain't right, dude.
See, that goes to show you, don't move to
I'm
where
such
the
a
temperature
fucking
gets over
weirdo.
100.
Hey, hold on here. I was living in a state like that. You put up with my sorry ass in your car.
Yeah, but dude, it doesn't get that hot in Florida. 95,
does.
90, maybe
Oh, man,
98.
I've been out working in it when they sent my ass home saying it was too damn hot. Do you know what OSHA's cutoff is for saying it's too damn hot? 115 degrees.
I don't remember it ever getting that hot.
right now, boys.
Oh, I've been down there when it was 116 and 117, but that was back in '93, and half the state burn up also.
Well, I know when I was,
hot, my vagina got wet.
I know when I was
It was-
down there working for the phone company, it damn sure seemed like it was 200 degrees out there.
Oh yeah, that damn humidity. When you got 90 degrees and then you got 82% humidity, you damn right.
Screw that.
That fucking kills you. That humidity is what kills
When
you.
I was out there
poor
drinking about 5
hamburger.
gallons of water a day.
yeah,
Yeah, when I was working down there, I would go through the big igloo cooler buckets that are the big round ones. for
Yep, that's what
drinks.
it. Yep,
I would drink one of those myself a day.
yep.
So when I was in the Army, I was down in Waco, Texas, man. And I'd come out of the shower and I'd be sweating. I wonder why I even showered. So
That was
humid.
Florida, man. That was Florida, dude. You go shower, and in a matter of seconds you were sweating. So why the fuck you shower?
And then out there in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, I spent a half a year out in that miserable place too.
Hey, sweet sugar.
Sure made it hard when you had a Friday or Saturday night and you're going out on a date and it's real hot. By the time you got to the car, you're already soaking sweat.
Yeah.
You might as well fuck then.
Yeah, we
I'm
did.
sorry,
Yes,
I'm
we
sorry,
did, Rich.
I'm sorry.
Yes, we did.
My bad. My bad.
But I know
was
who that was. I know who plays Mickey Mouse.
Who plays Mickey Mouse?
I ain't gonna tell y'all. He asked me not to. So
Okay.
that's up to him. If he wants to let you know who he is, that's up to him. I promise
I
him I
know.
wouldn't let anybody know who he is.
Yeah, when I
know,
come out of the
man.
shower and dry off, my plan is to stay dry.
Yep.
Mine is to be wet. I'm Brittany Bimbo.
Does my ass look big in this?
That's
Hey
dope.
Shiva, I think your little doll there sort of had a little too much to drink.
I was beginning to say, look, her head looks broke.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's all wobbly headed, all bit over.
That background kind of dope too, with the little sparks and shit flying up, embers.
Hey, there's Richie Restorations out there. Hi, Richie, baby.
Hey, Mommy and Minnie, welcome back.
Hola, mommy.
Well, I hope that gets done, Mommy.
Hi, Jason Goddard, baby. Is your wife with you, honey?
Oh, damn, it's a lizard now.
Did that thing just take a dump when he first came on?
It sort of looked like it was squatting, didn't it?
It looked like it took a dump just as he came on there with it.
Yep, it did.
Sweet as sugar.
Sweet Sugar says she's waiting on you to join the others so you and take off the shirt, and then she's got little hard eyes.
Stop it, girl.
Joe, take your shirt off, baby.
There's enough white boys up here with their shirt
And
on.
let me see those silver dollars, baby boy.
All right, gentlemen, I gotta get out of here. I've been summoned.
All right, PD.
All right, man. Do not comply, PD. Don't go to that court date.
What court date?
You've been summoned, right?
Yeah. Not that court date. I got a bigger court date than that.
I bet, right?
Believe me, the wife says so. That's worse than the Supreme Court ever thought it'd be.
I know, right? Happy
All right,
wife,
guys. Have a
happy
good
life.
Have a good one.
All right, PD. You have a good day.
Later, buddy.
One thing I found out about that man, I would not hesitate to let him have my back in a fight.
Yeah. He's a cool cat. He's a solid cat, right? And he's got a fucking morality fucking skill. It's ridiculous, man. And I don't know, he's sharp with it. He's got vision when it comes to that moral bullshit.
You're right.
He's accurate as fuck, Joe. He's accurate. He's read, or he's talked to the right nigga, something. He's philosophized, something.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of brains up here. One of these days, I want to have time to sit down and pick his brain like I want to pick your brain.
Yeah, I heard that shit. Same, baby, same.
Yeah, because I
find out where you comfortable at, bro. And I'm gonna reside there, Joe, for half a night while we smoke, Joe.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I'm gonna get every ounce out of your ass, every fucking jewel, giblet out of your ass.
You can get whatever. Hell, you can do that anytime, man, without just sitting down and smoking. But because I'm an open book, I give my knowledge freely, as best I can.
Yes, but what do you feel comfortable? Certainly, I'm comfortable in the fucking physics, religion. I'm comfortable as fucking.
Hey, I can talk religion all night long with you. I can talk religion all night long with you.
Can you talk?
I used to sit down. There was a Jehovah Witness guy when I was down there in Florida, and I sat down for hours, just hours, talking with that man, and he never tried to push his religion on me. That was what was really interesting about it. And Jehovah Witnesses got that bad rap of, we want to save your ass. No, he didn't push that. He was like. He was cool. He understood. I told him, I said, I'll sit down and talk with you, but I'm Native American and you ain't going to change my mind on my beliefs.
Yeah, are those the ones that are always on the bicycles?
Jehovah Witnesses?
Yeah.
They
I
don't
always
foot in my
see them drive up
neighborhood.
in a car and knock on your door.
They
Hey,
don't foot in my neighborhood, but this is the city. They got to hit a lot of houses. It don't even make sense to drive. There's so
That's
many
a very good.
apartments on each block.
That's a
Right.
very good point, Jason Gorday. My shirt is now off, and now it's just Joe.
Yep. Shiva has his shirt off now, Joe.
They don't
hey,
realize that.
I could be is out there. Hold on.
But Joe's response to that.
baby?
But here's Joe's response to that. I can hear it. Just another white motherfucker with his shirt off.
Yeah.
It would have been something like, damn it, another white motherfucker with his shirt off, but you're very close, yes.
I heard once you go black, you never go back. Shut up, baby. No, you shut up.
How do you know I'm not black?
Hey, Tammy.
Damn it, woman. Shut
And
your
let's go
trap.
into you cats. Do you guys believe in evil spirits or demons?
In a sense, yes. I do believe there is an evil essence that can come through. How it
All
comes
right, don't
through.
go into detail. Don't go into detail yet. Shiva, you believe in that as well?
I need more clarification as to what you meant.
I
by
know
demon.
you do. That's why I gave you that, and I chose those words for a reason as
Do
well.
I believe in right? Okay, right. So, do I believe that there could be beings that exist that you might take to be supernatural? Yeah, maybe. Like, could a being
All
exist?
right, wait. Don't go into detail. Mito, you got an opinion on that?
Mito.
All right. And you two cats elaborate. Either one of you.
All right. I'll let you go ahead and go first, Shiva.
Well, I suppose.
Well, okay, now let's define it. I think that's where it goes, right? Demons. We picture a certain, you hear that word, it pictures a certain thing in your head. A reactionary motherfucker would have said no. Both of you guys, thought about it, and neither one of you said no. You was like, well, I pictured this as a demon, or what you're saying, calling a demon. So explain to me what that is in your eyes.
Okay. To me, it is anybody can be that demon. Okay, because everybody has the ability to have evil intentions and do bad things. So everybody can be that demon. So when I picture that as a human being on this earth.
All right, Shiva, let me hear what yours is.
Well, I suppose it didn't seem to me that you were asking, do I believe that someone could metaphorically be a demon? But do I believe that there are beings out there who are very different from us and who we might perceive as being supernatural entities like demons or spirits? And the question, like, when you ask me questions like that, I suppose the thing that comes to my mind is, well, yeah, there could be, like, it's a possibility that there might be beings.
See, you were getting good, and you went. By the way, I got a phone call. I got to come back.
All right. And Shiva, we lost your you lost your mic again, bud, because we can't hear you no more.
No.
Yeah, I hear you now. And Bimbo, I think you lost your mic as well.
No, he's doing sex sounds.
Oh, okay. Okay. a weird panel to be doing sex sounds on. But okay.
So this week on the Shiva Show, we will be discussing the best makeup that you can wear in very hot environments. Oh yes, very hot environments indeed.
There you go. This is why Donald Trump does not melt down.
I don't melt because I'm not made of wax. Now, I can only really do one bad American accent, and it doesn't sound anything like Donald Trump.
I can't even do Donald Trump. But I know a couple of people who can. They can do a mean Donald Trump.
Anybody get wood?
No, not really. Not really. But
What was the question?
but Jason Goddett says shark liver oil lipstick, right?
I could be just lost his boner.
What was the question?
Well, when you were talking about that, makeup, Jason Goddett says shark liver oil lipstick, right? That's what you would wear in hot areas.
Hey, Slash, come on up here.
No, you listen to the soundtrack to Debbie Does Dallas that you figured out you're not in Dallas. Damn, sucks to be your Opus no suck. You know, I have no idea what the last part of that was. Slash. What is KNFAO?
What kind of music do you like? Do you like Ortega?
What type of music do I like? I like all kinds, just as long as it ain't modern jazz. I cannot stand modern jazz.
What about this?
That's good.
Hey, wait a minute. I Could Be wants to see more. Hold on. There you go. I Could Be. That's for you, baby.
I like that. That sounded good, Shiva. But we lost the sound again.
Well, that's because I muted it. I wasn't sure whether you were enjoying it or not. So
yeah, I'm enjoying the fuck out of that, man.
Yeah, no, that's a good song.
Goldeneye said, "Ew."
This is these guys are from Sheffield. It's
Sheffield, England.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the 90s, the Tory government put out a law which tried to ban parties like raves, right? So, so if you had more than 20 people listening to a song, let me turn this off actually, listening to a song that was characterized by repetitive beats, then the party could be shut down by the police. So what Ortega did was they wrote a song and they said, if you ever get hassled by the police when you're playing this, then make sure that when you go to court, you've got a musicologist with you. Because no two bars are the same.
Right.
But it's techno.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's cool.
I might have it actually.
This feels like it's going hostile, Shardy.
It does.
Oh,
Lordy. Oh, Lordy.
Is that a Garth Brooks song? Not even close, Jason.
Oh, Lordy.
In fact, here we go. This is the tune. I'll play you a bit of it. I'm not going to play all of it because it's 10 minutes long.
All right.
but no two bars repeat themselves in this piece of music.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Joe.
That ain't horrible. Whoever made that is not horrible.
All right, no, I've got to stop playing it. Otherwise, I'm just going to start boogieing, and we can't have that.
Is it George?
Well, I like that. I like that song.
Is
It's
it George?
Shoddy.
Sorry, is it Aaron Perry?
Is it yours? Music?
Is it?
Your music?
No. It's a band called Orteka. They're from like a northern town, well, a northern city in England. Yeah, it's
I hope for the best for them guys, man. Sound like a lot of the techno shit. They need some high tech producing, man. To make it sound like, high quality sound.
Yeah, they're on.
Like
yeah. Well, they're very well known for their first of all, for all of their LPs being kind of different to the one before, and they're really well known for like manipulating soundscapes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it's probably intentional.
That particular song, do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of a cross between techno and a Pink Floyd style. It really did.
Techno and Pink Floyd.
I love me some Pink Floyd. I think that's why I like the song so much, because it reminded me of a cross between them.
Do you want to hear a little bit of one of their more abstract pieces?
Yes, I would love to.
You say that now. Right, okay. I'm just going to pick one of these at random from this LP.
Dubstep. Hey, somebody mic fucking up. Y'all fix that mic.
That's good music, brother.
That was quite interesting, actually.
They're one of my favorite bands.
Well, that's not them.
That's good shit right
She's
there.
a brick, bow, 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 house.
Yeah.
That was some good shit right there. I like that.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, why Rico? You're a rare form tonight, bud.
Oh, Shoddy says Midnight Star. You heard it. No parking on the dance floor.
Well, we got about 10 minutes, guys. I'm going to shut it down in about 10 because
Hey, who's going live tonight?
I would be on for 4 hours then.
Who's going live tonight so we can go hang out?
I ain't sure.
Joe Cool, you going live?
I got no idea.
No,
I don't even do a crowd.
I hear you.
I don't even do a crowd.
Fuck the Police went live. So he might still be going live.
Who's made FTP?
Yeah, you got FTP, PD over there, and Mike Taylor's over there right now.
On Fuck the
Put a link for FTP and Tammy's stream, somebody.
I will.
Yeah. Put a link up in there. One of my mods, get a link up in there for me. Oh wait,
What are your mods?
One of my mods. Somebody get a link up in there.
Mito ready to be big time, Joe. He already got the lingo. One of my
Dude, I'm
mods
ready
give
to
me
run
a
my
link
AIM
up.
channel up in this bitch.
All right, there
Ready.
you go. There you go, guys. That's FTP's channel right there.
There you go.
All right. I'm gonna bell on over to FTP, man.
All right.
Tammy
No
Love,
problem, man.
guys, Steven, Mito.
Hey, thanks for dropping in, man.
All right. Hey, this is Bimbo, and I'm out.
All right, Bimbo. You have a good man.
Laters.
Later.
And yeah, I'm going to wish you a good night too. So I'll see you later.
All right, Shiva. You have a good man. And well, I hope everybody had a good night. And I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I know I did, except for that call. That call at the very beginning sort of pissed me off. I sent you to my channel. Good night, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. I'll probably go on over to FTP's as well. Go ahead and go over to FTP's. FTP's cool. So talk to y'all later. You all have a great night, guys. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Shardy. Good night, Slash. Good night, Jason. Good night, everyone. Drew C. I hope y'all have a great night. Then Al Push Nibs. That was funny. But y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later, guys. I'm out.